At night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah. I think that we've all had enough. They know that we're calling it wrong. Ain't it a generation fueled by creation? We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive and save it. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong.
Roger, Houston. We've got it from here. I have got our fellow astronaut up here behind me here, and he's, believe me, he's not dead. I didn't kill him. He's not frozen cryogenically or anything otherwise, and you can't prove that he is. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sovereign Soul Unchained Mind, coming to you live 250 miles above your imagination in the international fake station. With all this junk and science going on around us right here, my little friend back behind me here, he's carrying a box of hairspray to help the female astronauts out. So let's see. Looks like we've got a good number of people. There's Dreamy Lynn is in here. She's obviously she's one of my minions, you know. She's one of my minions. You are all my minions. Ha, do my bidding. Good Lord. So there we are still over on Top Chat. We got to change that. We're going to go over here to the participants and see who we've got here tonight. I got Astro Cat is with us. Deborah Clark. How good to see you, sweetheart. Saw you in the comment sections as well. Putting up the good fight, sweetheart. Dreamy Lynn, Escape the Chains. Same thing for you. Ida Hat. Mr. Super Sidewinder's with us tonight. No longer on the ball. Saddle Bum. Thrashless Smith and Jehovah's Daughter Barbara. It's come to be kind of a little tradition that we have a little after party in the chat over on Vince's stream after I get off of my stream. So that's become kind of a fun thing to do. Had an interesting evening last night for those of you that were with us. It's what do we got going on the list? We aren't retarded minions. Yeah, that's absolutely, because let me tell you, we've had some of the trolls that have come out of the woodwork are just wow, so pathetic. It's like they have this script, and it's hard for me to lay my head completely around it because it's such a it's like they got a book or something that it's like, oh, if they say this, then you say that. Or if they say this, you know, they say no gas pressure without containment, but we have a gradient. Yeah, I know, I understand that. But see, the thing is that just blows out of the water because you can't even have that gradient without that volume of fluid. And the only way you can get a volume of fluid collected together is to contain it somehow. Otherwise, it's in a state of equilibrium. It wants to, you know how it works. I mean, it's not rocket science. I don't understand. You couldn't find your comment either. Okay, good. It wasn't just me. YouTube is terrible about that shit, ZXL. You know that. They just arbitrarily, for no reason, and you try to figure out why did they not want that comment on here. One of our other listeners was telling me about some problems that she's had with the way that this algorithms or whatever it is we're dealing with is actually working or not working. It's probably better the case. I mean, wow. It's pretty crazy. Don't be asking questions. Shifty Eye Shady, good to see you tonight. That's absolutely right. Don't ask no questions. But you've got some really crazy things that they're asking, and the things that usually these people will ask is shit that was already explained in the material that they're commenting on. It's like, go back and watch it. Why are you wanting me to redo the broadcast in the chat section? Of course, we know where these people have come from. They've come from the butthurt community of a petulant little man-child that we had recently. And believe it or not, these people, I kicked him off my show for being an ass. And people say I ran. I'm like, no, man, he was supposed to demonstrate a fluid pressure without containment. And the best he could do was an invisible column of air that he imagined in his mind in front of me. And, hey, well, I have a little imaginary cookie jar full of fucking air right here. Tune. Jesus Christ, man. So he was just being a shit. He knew exactly what was required of it. He kept wanting to get focused on minutia. Like, well, give me your definition of containment. What the fuck do you mean? Give me your definition of containment. It's the same as anybody. It's a word that has a definition. Doesn't change from person to person. I don't have a definition and you have a definition. There is the definition. So when they try to get you on that, you already know you've got them, because when they try to focus on the minutia or shift the burden of blame, shift the burden of proof on you, okay, to state that you cannot have a fluid volume without containment, a fluid pressure without containment, okay, that's a violation. It's an impossibility. If I state that, that's not a claim. That's a fact. Okay, we know this. Why are you arguing with it? And the only example you have is the very thing that's in question. You know how ridiculous that is, right? I mean, it's sort of like, how do you know it's a meteorite? Well, I held it in my hand and I got a vibe. Well, there you go. That works for me. Shit. Wow. You guys caught that last night, right? I didn't just dream that. That was crazy as hell. So anyhow, I was watching Flatzoid's perspective today, and it was a purge. He had a purge. And he went through his comment section and he picked out various trolls and let the audience decide, was this somebody that we should give a chance, or should we just outright ban them from the studio? Boom. And so he let the audience vote on it. And he got rid of a great number of these things. And it was like an exorcism. It was really funny because, these people are not coming in to offer any information. They're coming in with a script and an agenda. And that is to dissuade you from thinking for yourself. Okay. To appeal to authority, to recognize some kind of authoritative figure that is the arbitrator of information in lieu of what you can find out on your own. And what we've said here all along is none of us are greater than all of us. Nobody's special. Okay. Nobody is above anybody else. Okay. All of that is just subjective bullshit that we decide upon and agree upon. And unfortunately, we didn't decide and agree upon that. It was agreed upon and decided for us. And if you don't follow suit with it, then you are not going to get special boy status and you have to go sit in the corner and no extra cookies for you. That's basically what you've got going on. So I've had a few more people join us. I got Sean Alkes with me. Unindoctrinated has joined us. Let's see, who else do I have that I saw? RPB 3456 has joined us now. And you know, I got to wondering if we shouldn't do something like that ourselves here. But I don't really have any that I can't deal with. You know, in fact, I find them kind of entertaining. And what I find going on, I can see where they get irritating and ad nauseum for a while. And really what the whole goal of it is to keep you arguing with them rather than engaging with others to get your point across. Okay. So you got to really understand what's really occurring there. So I don't really fuck with them a whole lot. And if I do, it's very, very short, because if you can't get through that basic principle of why we even have air to breathe, liquid water to drink, or even are able to maintain this form and physique without being in a pressurized fluid. That's how this thing works, man. And you're not going to get around it. You're never going to get around that fucking shit ever once, ever. So let me see. I was hoping to have some more people come in, and somebody come on up into the community tonight. So I've been having an interesting exchange with y'all. Remember Kenny Eating a Dick, right? I believe you probably all do. But anyway, he started mouthing up back again on Twitter and completely shooting himself in the foot at every turn. He keeps trying to shift the burden of proof around, and he gets really triggered because you don't allow him to. So how do they do that? They go, oh, so you're saying that there can't be fluid pressure without containment? Yes. That's a claim. You have to prove that claim. And I'm like, no, I don't. That's not a claim. That's a fact. I mean, we know this is a fact. What the fuck are you people talking about? A claim. I don't know where they get these ideas. I don't know where they get these ideas, but that's what they do, man. But I figured out their whole little game. And once you fuck their gravity up, which is easy to do, it takes like 2 seconds. And their whole pressure gradient bullshit being just feathering off to nothing. No, couldn't even have that without containment in order to have a volume of the fluid to build pressure with. So sorry, babe, can't have it like that. Let's see, metal umbrellas for sale. That's a good idea, Peter. Put me down for 2. I think they'll make a great gift. I'll hang out down at the COVID clinic, pass them out for free. We'll see what they would like to have those. Got Shifty with us now too? Good God, we got everybody in here tonight. What's this say up here? 32. We're almost Illuminati confirmed. So what did you all think? Oh, so this was pretty good. Unfortunately, I think Sean Hawkins might have got the boot from over on Flatzoids, but I'm not sure. I missed that part of the broadcast. I'll have to go back and watch it. Somebody had come by, and I'll have to go back and watch, because you know, you don't want to lose Sean. He's a fun toy. You know, he comes in here every so often and says although he ain't come around too much. He ain't come around. 34, somebody's saying 35. My thing's showing 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. 34. We almost got it. We almost got it. We're almost up to 1,000 subs on this channel. And I couldn't have done it without you guys. It's a lot of fun, man. We've been having a blast. You got to admit, we have been having fun. And like I said, over on Flatzoid, that was funny. So if you have not had the opportunity to see what he did, what he had going on today, it's pretty good because it was audience-based driven results. I mean, everybody in there is going, hey, all right, I'm about sick of this fucking guy. Yeah, boot his ass, boot his ass. And a lot of them, I was down for getting rid of them because, you know, how many times are you going to come in and ask the same goddamn question, get the same fucking answer, and then do your little script? I mean, enough is enough is enough is enough. I'm tired of fucking with these people. Let's see. You lost your dog. Have you seen my little balls wiggle? Oh my God, Super Sidewinder. You got me on that one. Much love. Let's see who else is in here. Yes, the Purge. It was beautiful, man. It was beautiful. I might end up doing that, but I don't have too many of them. This Peter Craig guy, is that the guy's name? Let me look on here again. I'm trying to remember what this guy's. It's hard for me to keep track. These people are such wow sometimes. Let's see, go here to comments. Yeah, I think he was in this little crew right here. Yeah, Philip Craig. Philip Craig, this guy. Some of you out here in the chat have dealt with this guy. But I think that once he gets past the brainwashing, he might actually come through, you know. So I don't know. I'll give him a little bit more of a chance. He's stuck in a script. He's definitely looping. He's definitely looping, but that's okay. We'll just allow him to loop. Because sooner or later, he's going to run into his own ass, and then he's going to not know what the hell's happening. So, you know, like we were saying, this is the thing, and this is undeniable. I want to show this. This is kind of cool. Compared to NASA, what they show you. I was showing my friend Johnny, who was over here earlier, and he came on here earlier. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, Mr. Peter W. How you like that, man? I got applause and shit for guests.
Absolutely beautiful.
Getting up there, man. And then, like, if we get a douche canoe on here that we want, you know, we want to get rid of them, check this out what I got.
I got my cat.
I got that. That wasn't a boo for your cat. That was a boo for like anybody want to kick off there. But that, oh, he's cute. He's cute.
Aww.
What's his
He's
name?
The boss.
What's his name?
Ziggy.
What is it? Ziggy?
Ziggy.
Ziggy, I like it. Ziggy Stardust. Did you ever listen to any Bowie? Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars?
No.
Oh man, that's an awesome album, man. It's a great story about somebody getting sucked up in ego. That song, Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars. That's a good one, man. This guy gets caught up in his own fame and he gets sucked up in his own ego, loses everything. It's fucking cool. But I was just getting ready to show this difference between what you actually see as opposed to what NASA is showing you, right? So right up here, oh, my arrow's not showing on there. So anyway, up on the right, you see the NASA image of Mars. Now, we know that when Galileo looked through his handmade telescope, he didn't see anything that looked remotely like what we're seeing right there. Did he? That's ridiculous. But and on the left, this is what it really looks like. And it's only 25 seconds, but
it doesn't matter how bad you want to believe. No amount of camera focusing will ever make this bright, pulsating luminary crossing the night sky turn into the laughable CGI planets we're presented with from NASA. You don't need to be a theoretical astrophysicist to understand that dusty rocks do not magically turn into shimmering lights when out of focus. It doesn't.
So that's one of the things they always say, oh, it's out of focus. And it's like,
Yeah. Yeah.
what part of dusty brown rock reflecting light are you having trouble with, man? Come on. It's just a laughable bullshit that they just constantly want to blow at you.
When I was at the Dallas convention back a few years ago, somebody brought a good-sized telescope. We were looking at the stars through the
telescope. Oh, I don't know.
I've never done before, you know. And yeah, they're just like that, you know. They're all different colors and flashing, and it was pretty cool.
Yeah, and you never see that though, like what NASA shows you, man. That's what's so fucking crazy. And somebody to think that they could actually magnify something that was light years away with a little couple feet of fucking ground glass magnifying. Do they not even really consider what kind of a vast distance they're looking over? And so here's their excuse for that. Well, you're actually looking back in time when it was close. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, shut up, man. Ah. Nothing about that shit makes any damn sense whatsoever. Who's we got in here going on? There's 5 rovers on Mars. Right. So I've got Cartman. How'd I get Cartman? I don't know what that means.
I don't know if it's getting worse or I'm just seeing it more. I don't know.
What's that?
The stuff they come up with.
Oh, I know. It's like, have they? I know. I was thinking it too. Have they always been running it this lame and we just bought it and now we're not? Or are they just getting worse at it?
It's probably both, you know.
I would think.
I never followed that stuff, you know. Now you see, oh, it's an asteroid. It's the size of 30 alligators. You know, it's like, it just gets stupider.
Right. What the hell kind of a unit of measure? I'm going to have to get a hold of. We have a place that's a units of weight and measure place in Harrisonburg. I'm going to ask them, you know, is there some kind of a measuring system where you use livestock? Like, you know, 30 sheep or, you know, 20 goldfish or, you know, I mean, where are you coming up with these crazy ass Watusi style measurements, you know?
Yeah.
Well, he was as big as 6 zebras. Okay. Right.
Yeah. A handful of those came out like that a few months back.
You know, you can't help but wonder if that's some kind of code. Well, of course it is.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
Oh, I saw this today. This is pretty good.
Yeah, this is really neat. This is only 19 seconds, but I mean, hell, it makes you think, really. Yeah. Come on, man. You know, and that's what I'm saying. I think that watery medium is what's responsible for these stellar aberrations that we see. You know, they want to say, oh, well, that means that the earth is curved. No, what you're seeing is curved. I think what you're seeing is curved, and you're transposing that onto the face of the earth, or at least trying your damnedest to do it. Speaking of Cartman, here's something. I don't know what this is. I haven't seen it yet. It says, it was from Bill Esquire. You guys know him.
Yep.
Right. And he had this thing. It's that time South Park exposed Scientology's secret teachings. Oh, let's see what that's about.
Check this shit out.
There was a galactic federation of planets, which was ruled over by the evil Lord Xenu. Xenu thought his galaxy was overpopulated, and so he rounded up countless aliens from all different planets, and then had those aliens frozen. The frozen alien bodies were loaded onto Xenu's galactic cruisers, which looked like DC-8s, except with rocket engines. The cruisers then took the frozen alien bodies to our planet, Earth, and dumped them into the volcanoes of Hawaii. The aliens were no longer frozen. They were dead. The souls of those aliens, however, lived on and all floated up towards the sky. But the evil Lord Xenu had prepared for this. Xenu didn't want their souls to return, and so he built giant soul catchers in the sky. The souls were taken to a huge soul brainwashing facility, which Xenu had also built on Earth. There, the souls were forced to watch days of brainwashing material, which tricked them into believing a false reality. Xenu then released the alien souls, which roamed the Earth aimlessly in a fog of confusion. At the dawn of man, the souls finally found bodies which they could...
You got to be fucking shitting me. This is pretty much what they really believe too, man.
Yeah.
This is like Scientology. This is absolutely, this is fucking crazy, man.
grab onto. They attach themselves to all mankind, which still to this day causes all our fears, our confusions, and our problems.
Check this shit.
That's why we got globies, man.
Yeah.
That's where the globies come from, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So McToon is actually a galactic alien soul that's confused because he went up a caveman's butt. I get it.
Yeah.
These people
Galactic Federation.
well, that's Rostaver has been in like contact with these people.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right? Didn't he say something about a galactic federation? And
Oh, yeah. There's ketamine high.
What did you think about that?
Well, it's not the first time I've heard that stuff. I don't believe any of it, but it's a lot of new age crap.
Do you think he really believes he's talked to Pleiadians, or is it just people? I mean, I was wanting to ask him if they were physical. Like, does he know any? Can he bring any Pleiadians on the show? I mean, that would be
maybe in some drug-induced coma or something. I don't know. It's anything could happen on LSD or whatever.
Well, I have to say, you know, I've indulged in those things quite a bit and in my life, and I continue to, but I've never entertained bizarre thoughts like that. You know, I mean, yeah, I let my thinking go, you know, expansively, and I'm able to think on spiritual realms. But when it comes down to, like, you know, even if you do think that this is like some kind of a simulation type thing, there are still certain rules that govern it, you know?
Right.
And we as mortals or players in the game don't have a whole lot to do with being able to go past a lot of these rules. You see, it takes something supernatural to be able to do that. And we know that NASA is not supernatural. And they're not able to just somehow penetrate through whatever containment that we're in so that they can float around in a can. God knows why. Why would the fuck would anybody want to be up in a thing like this? You know, think about that. Okay, well, we're going to lock you in a fucking shitty single wide trailer for 6 months with no way to really bathe and a vacuum cleaner to shit in. Have fun. It can't pay that good.
Right.
Oh my God. And people still believe that shit. And they're doing it for what? Patriotism? So that we believe in America? Or
it's great.
I mean, just
unless he may watch all kinds of videos or something when he's under the influence and then think it's reality. I don't know. I'm just guessing.
You know, that's a possibility, man. I mean,
it could be, you know. Yeah.
I thought he was pulling my chain at first. I really did. Yeah. I really did. What is this? Oh, is this the guy this is the guy here's a guy, another one. These people never learn. Maybe you saw this today, Peter. So this guy like glued his fucking hand to the road. Why would you do that? That guy wants to be a speed bump. It looks like they scored that. It looks like they scored this here with a concrete saw or something.
Yeah, yeah,
That's insane. Why would you want to do that? What's it say? It's in Berlin.
yeah.
God, if Hitler could only see his people now, right?
Pray for him.
Jesus. Now here we got something interesting. I love this. I like to just catch a buzz and check through the crazy shit. This is our world, man. This is our fucking world. Look at this dumb shit right here. Go get your boo.
Aujourd'hui aussi, c'est un autre jour. Daïla. Le monde part en couille. J'ai du mal à imaginer. Regarde ces trucs.
What the?
That's
So
the furries.
she's even got shoes. It sounds like she's a horse clopping down the road. Did you hear that shit? What this is insane. I can't. What did I just see? What did I just see? Wait a minute.
Aujourd'hui aussi, c'est un autre jour. Daïla. Le monde part en couille.
I mean, you gotta think, outside of being completely crazy, you know, you gotta admit it's a hell of a rack, but you know, lose the horse bit there. No pun intended, horse bit.
J'ai du mal à imaginer. Regarde ces trucs.
Good God. And that's our world, man. That's our world. Oh, hang on a second. I choked at my coffee. Jesus.
How's the lettuce growing up there?
How's it what?
Lettuce up on the space station.
Oh, we quit growing lettuce, man. We're growing weed.
Yeah.
We started growing weed upside down. As soon as we said, fuck that lettuce, man. I'm so sick of salad. I wish I had a blunt. And that's where that idea was born at. It's cool. We call it space weed.
Space weed.
Space weed. What is this thing? Oh, I don't like it when they show me things in the food. That makes me sad. What is this guy? Curvature sold separately. Another one. Rufus. Rufus puts out good shit too, man. I like that guy. I follow everything.
Yeah.
He's pretty cool. The shit's funny as hell.
What's it like? I can't tell you. I had such a good instructor. He took us through everything that we were going to do. So when I went up this morning, the noise wasn't quite as bad. And we went right on up and I saw darkness. I thought I was going to see the world, but we weren't quite high enough.
Neil deGrasse, world-renowned astrophysicist, is saying you can't see it.
Oh, by the way, you didn't ask, but I'm going to tell you. Do you know how high up above the Earth he was?
No.
So if you take a
63 miles.
Well, yeah, right. So take a schoolroom globe, and that's how high above it is he? So he's about 2 millimeters above the surface of a schoolroom globe. So nobody has seen the curvature of the Earth from that height. I just want to make that clear.
What's it like?
So those are people that went up on the Bezos thing in the Bezos penis rocket.
Right.
And what's going on? Hold on. Oh my God. Hold up a sec. Check this out. What? Is this real? Hold on. It just went up an hour ago. And it's talking about, what's it say? The little caption on it says, one of his first acts as acting Speaker of the House, Representative Patrick McHenry has ordered Nancy Pelosi to vacate her Capitol hideaway office by Wednesday. What the fuck is that all about? Wednesday, that's tomorrow. He didn't give it no time. What's this? Let's hear what it says. There's no sound? No, it's just got a picture of her being stupid. So that's crazy. Did you hear anything about that? Listen, there's quite a turmoil going on up there, I guess. Or
Yeah,
on a show.
I scrolling through Twitter, I saw something, but I didn't really pay attention.
Well, they escorted. I guess they escorted McCarthy out of the House as Speaker.
Okay.
And he was going out, it looked like, with the Sergeant at Arms. So I'm not really sure. Anyways, they vacated his position there. And I knew that they had this interim guy come in, this acting Speaker, Patrick McHenry.
Yep. But
that's a ballsy move going after Pelosi like that. Because, you know, she's kind of a big piece on the chessboard, if you know what I mean. It's kind of like using a pawn to attack the queen on a chessboard. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The repercussions are inevitable. So this guy's falling on his sword somehow to do this. So I think that's kind of funny. Let's see who we got else. Oh, this is why they faked the moon landings. They're panicking as consumer technology is catching up and exposing their life. That is absolutely true. Now this is what they had. This is the suits they had. Look at these crazy looking shit things. These are the Gemini suits, man. Anybody believe that shit? Right out of a Hollywood movie set right there. That looks like one of those crappy 1950s or 60s movies of men going to the moon and shit. Don't even look fucking real. I don't even know. Yeah, here it is. Here's when he was getting escorted out. It says McCarthy being escorted out. What comes to your mind when you see this? I don't know. Oh, have you seen this? Look, these people are really looking bad. There's shit going on. I saw a thing today. They were showing who's that turtle face fucking guy, McConnell.
Yeah.
And he's got like all these bruises and bandages and shit on his hands and stuff from, like, you know how people get with blood thinner.
Yeah.
But I mean, his hands, he looks like a fucking corpse. I'm not kidding you. He looks like a corpse. He looks like a walking dead. He's got mouth sores and shit. And then they showed Biden today, and he's apparently got some kind of a bruise on his face. I mean, what happened? Did they have a big drunken fight in the White House or something? And then this thing going down. So they're really trying to keep our attention on this.
Congressman, will you resign? Congressman, will you resign? Will you resign? Will you put yourself back on the ballot? If you mock the congressman's faith, don't go behind the.
That's it, man. He's just like, I'm not talking, nothing. I wonder what's going to happen next with that. This is an interesting little story. It really is. And I wonder if it's got anything to do with what's going to happen tomorrow with this really weird broadcast that's supposed to take place at 2:20.
2:20.
2:20. Isn't that a voltage? Isn't 2:20 a voltage?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
I mean, I wonder why that particular time. Why not 2 o'clock? Why not 2:30? Why not, right? Why 2:20?
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, it's got me kind of going, just wonder. You know, there's always some shit with their little numbers and everything, man. So I don't know. Just to be on the safe side, I don't give a shit one way or the other. It's not going to affect. I mean, if they're using it for some way to target and destroy people or something at a certain particular time or whatever, I'm going to put a Faraday cage out of foil around my phone. And I'm leaving it like that all day tomorrow. I'm shutting that motherfucker off, and I'm putting crinkle the foil up. Don't just wrap it flat. Crinkle it up so that there's like reflective surfaces, and then wrap it up. And the way to test that, see if it works, is then try to call it. Wrap it up and try to call it. If you can't, if it won't ring, then you got it, babe. You got it. So I don't know. Better safe than sorry.
Yep.
I ain't worried about missing a phone call for a little while. Shit. I don't, I'm terrible with email and text and shit like that and keeping up with messages. I'm just terrible with it, because I'm just not from that instant
Yeah.
shit time. I'm used to, it comes later, write a letter. Fuck email. I can't afford the postage. How about that?
Yeah.
God damn. So I can't help but wonder, what's this distraction actually about?
I don't get any emails or calls anyways.
Don't you?
Not really.
Well, I have like 3 email accounts, and they're associated like with my Google account. But then like my regular email is not Google. Look, man, it's just like I don't know. I created a beast. I created a beast for myself to have to keep track of. So
Yeah.
I only have my own self to blame for it. But it's all right. It's only, it's not like I get a flood of anything on my Gmail accounts, which is good. One of them's only for what I get shit from, like YouTube, creator team, that kind of shit. Like if they're going to tell me I got in trouble for something or whatever, that's all that email. The one that's down at the bottom of the screen right now, that's like my regular one. So other people, I have a Gmail one too. And, I check them all from time to time, but not every day, because like with that Yahoo mail, I've had that for a long time. And I get so much bullshit and newsletters and stuff. I really need to go through there and clean that out so that I don't get all that shit anymore. But I'm bad about that. Type of person, I find a screw and I don't want to throw it out, because I know that just soon after I throw it out, I'm going to figure out what it goes to. Right. And I go, oh fuck, why did I throw that out? But then when I keep it, then I never do figure out what it goes to, and it doesn't matter. So whatever. Is life, such is life. Somebody in here trying to say that perhaps this Zelensky character is actually like a son or grandson of George Soros. What do you think about that? I got a side by side of them.
I don't know.
I don't know, man.
I don't trust any of them.
No, fuck no. We already know Trudeau is Castro's kid. Who are these people?
Yeah, that one. Yeah. Yeah.
There ain't no denying that one. Ain't no denying that one. Here's a woman. She's talking about some of this, and it's only a minute and 9. I mean, I try to get all the information. I want to know what's going on with everything. So I'm like, we can be all over the place tonight.
This thing going to do on our phones?
It's going to make your phones loud and go off. Not only your phone, but your TV, your computer, your radio, anything that receives a signal will be going off tomorrow at 1:20 Central Time. This is across the entire United States. That does include Hawaii as well as Alaska. So it's 1:20 Central. That's making it 2:20 Eastern. Regardless if your phone is on silent or do not disturb, it will go off. The only way it will not go off is if your phone is turned off. So please be mindful, especially those of you that might be in a domestic violent situation and you have a go phone. You've got an outline phone to the outside world. I want to make sure that your abuser does not know that you have that phone, because your safety is a priority. If you know someone that potentially could be in a domestic violence situation, please reach out to them to make sure they are in the know. But everybody's phones will be going off tomorrow alongside computers, radios, and televisions. Temperatures right now, they're not sounding any alarms. It feels good.
What the fuck?
They're gearing up for something.
Yeah. I mean, it's too much. Oh, that's them guys. Yeah, there's too much of this. Oh, everything's fine. Don't worry about it. But we are concerned about this or the other. And I know through experience, they are never concerned about anything about your well-being ever.
Right.
Never, ever, ever once. No, that's a lie. every time.
They've done tests before, but this one seems like it's bigger than usual, or is that me?
I don't know, man. It's like I'm trying to understand what they say the purpose of it is. Why are they doing it in the first place?
I don't know.
I mean, what, to test to see if it works? Well, what the hell? Why do you have what? It just seems like I don't know, man. It just seems like they would have just done it, not bothered. It's hard to tell, man.
I don't know.
I'll have to consult with the Palladians, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
they'll be on later.
They'll be on, hopefully.
All boils down to no one can serve two masters. Either you will hate one or love the other. No one can serve both God and money. No one can serve both God and greed. The Bible clearly describes a flat and stationary earth with boundaries, a beginning and an end, as all things have. So if the earth were flat, it would prove God's word. And Satan is constantly telling us the opposite of what God's word tells us.
How many times have I said that? That everything about this whole fucking heliocentric thing, despite having 666s all over it, it's the opposite of what reality is.
Yep.
I've said that a million times.
Absolutely. Yep.
All of Satan's lies blind us from the truth and lead us further away from God. They work hard to try to hide God from us because no one can serve two masters. They want money to be your master. They need you to be a debt slave to their grand monetary Ponzi scheme because it is you, the common worker, that keeps this matrix alive and functioning. If people knew 100% that God is real, that there truly is an afterlife, and that this physical state we are in is only a tiny blip on the radar, they would stop. All boils down to no one.
I think I'm getting a little bit of an echo off of you, Peter. I think I'm getting a little bit of an echo off of you, bro.
I'll leave.
Well, don't leave. You can leave and come back on, but I think I'm getting just a little bit of an echo. Hey, let me look at something. Give me just 1 second. Let me look at something. Let me do that. All right, let's see if that works. There. Do I hear myself? Yeah, I still hear an echo.
I'll come back in.
All right. He knows I'm going to do the cheer again, though, right? We're going to do the cheer when he comes back because I'm going to get some traction out of my new little soundboard thing that I'm using because I'm cool. Not really understanding what's going on in this world, but it is a terrible thing that we're trying to let people know is actually happening. You know, I mean, I don't know. I've been dealing with a lot of these people and I've been thinking about what they do and how they act. And I'm just kind of, I don't know. Now my StreamYard is behind me. This is crazy. Oh, no, now it caught up. Weird. Shout out to my agent out there. Love you. Where was that thing this is crazy looking too. Let me show you. This is crazy. A rare day and night termination line spotted in the sky. These prove the sun is local. This is kind of cool. I thought this was really neat. Did you see this by the Flat Earther on Twitter today yet, Peter? Hang on.
He said he's going to an exorcism tomorrow.
Who is?
The Flat Earther.
Oh, really? An actual real life exorcism?
Yeah, he mentioned it today. Might not be on tomorrow because he was helping someone possibly with an exorcism tomorrow.
Wow.
I don't know.
I want to hear more about that.
Yeah, I'm going to ask him.
That fascinates me, man. That fascinates the hell out of me. There's so many commonalities in these cases.
Yeah. Yeah, look on his feed. He posted it a few hours back.
All right, I'll check that out here. Did you see that?
I'm going to question him about that.
Yeah, I want to know more, man. I'd like to have him come on and tell me about it. That would be fucking great. So in this day and night termination line, man, right there, this is crazy.
Day and night termination lines, maybe. Any ideas, feel free to drop a comment.
What the world is going on there, man? How the hell is that possible, man?
That's weird.
That's nuts, man. I can't even, man. It just blows me away. And you know what's really crazy is we're seeing more and more and more of this crazy stuff every day. You know? Ooh. I thought Stephen Hawking died.
He did, the little wheelchair boy there. He died on Pi Day. You know, just miraculously.
Well, here's a picture just went up. Wait a second. This picture just went up 12 hours ago. And it says, "Happy Tuesday morning to you, Stephen Hawking's and wife." And it put up this picture.
Dude's dead.
I don't even think he was really what they say he was, man.
No. And miraculously, he was the exact same age as Einstein and died on the same day Einstein died.
Oh, isn't that convenient?
Yep. Wheelie boy.
Oh, yeah. This is an interesting thing that we just found out about the astronauts is that
he was retarded.
It's important to wear very heavy, large, and very tight belts in case gravity appears and tries to pull your pants down.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Don't you think that they'd be more suited to be wearing like a flight suit, like a jumpsuit, one-piece thing up there instead of these nice, tight pressed cargo pants and polo shirts and Who's doing their dry cleaning and their laundry and shit for them?
The barber, the same barber.
Yeah, it's the same guy. It's a barber, right? I know. God,
Yeah.
You know,
let us grow.
Lisa left a comment in my comment section. Remember, because I showed something about the hair, and she goes, "I thought we had determined already that they don't use hair products in their hair to make it stick up." And I'm thinking to myself, who determined that? You? Because I don't remember determining that. I remember you showed me some kind of video of a woman pretending she was washing her hair and she was getting water all over the fucking place, but her hair was still unnaturally sticking straight up, which is not what happens in that kind of an environment. The reality is this, is that kind of an environment, 0G, exists nowhere. There is no such thing as that. Even on the vomit comment, all that is free fall with the illusion of 0G, because you're inside of an object that's in free fall as well. So there's you're still in a state of disequilibrium. You're seeking equilibrium. You're falling. Okay, there's no such thing. You're still subject to the same shit. You just fooled yourself into thinking that you're not. And these people continue and continue and continue with this craziness. I don't know, man.
Yeah, even Stephen Hawking went on the 0G.
You know what?
Ever see that video? Him floating around up there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I bet you just CGI'd him. In reality, it was just a sack of fucking oranges and shit, and they just CGI'd him in.
Guy's a fraud.
Shit. Come on. That dude, how come there ain't
look it up.
more people? I'm going to here in just a second. No way. And people wanted to get mad at me for going to the dwarf wrestling. Come on, man.
Yeah, come on.
You guys are putting this guy up in the 0G plane and he's just flying around like a sack of fucking potatoes and shit. Holy cow. You know where that place is? You know, these rockets, when they go up, okay, and they go over and they go back down. know that place where they clip crash shows? It's a restricted area. You know what it's called? Point Nemo. You remember there was a show, Finding Nemo?
Finding Nemo, yeah.
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 I mean, I wonder, I'm going to have to watch that again with shit that listen, when you go back and watch some of these things and you've got different eyes on it, it's a whole nother story. It really is. I found that with shit that I've already seen years ago. And then I go, you know what? I want to watch that again. Something came to mind and I'll watch it and I'm like, oh shit. If I'd only known what I know now when this movie came out, Jesus Christ, right? But hindsight is always 20/20. Hindsight. So you say
we're getting requests for the Hawkins video.
All right. I know I'm going for it right now. Stephen Hawkins and 0G. He's with a PH, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Hang on, we just had it in here. I can double look. Where's this weird little ass at? Hang on, there he is. No, with a V.
V?
Yeah, it's a V. Stephen Hawking, weightless.
Probably Mandela his ass.
Okay, here he is, a 0G gravity flight.
Here we go.
Oh, this is going to be, I know, disturbing already. I already know this is going to be disturbing. Let me set this up so we got full screen and sound. Oh my God. Can't believe we're doing this. Yes, we have sunk to a new low. I'm sorry, mine. Let's watch him put Stephen Hawking in 0G. Oh, come on, man. You gotta be kidding. Oh, come on. No, I know right off, right? Come on, Circle of Death.
Look at this guy.
Permanently. They know we're going to make fun of it. That's why.
What the fuck?
No, you don't even know that might be a Resusca Annie. You know what to do?
This is terrible. Wow. Oh my God.
Oh, for crying out loud. Oh, I had him hooked up to all the machinery and heart monitor.
The 0G part was wonderful, and the high G part was no problem. I could have gone on and on. Space, here I come.
Yeah. Yikes.
Oh, wow. That was all for propaganda's sake, too. Look at
Yeah, it was.
Go to school, go into debt so that you can go to space, too. Oh, my God. And people want to say that's exploitation right there. Come on. You can't, because I don't think that's him talking. No. It's somebody else working a speaking spell, remotely. And he just sits there and goes, they can't help. He just twitches and shit. So look, he's a genius and shit, right?
Yeah.
Wow. Shades of the singing frog on Bugs Bunny, man, for real. God damn.
It's abuse. No matter how you look at it, it's abuse. Yeah.
He's sitting there tumbling his ass around like a sack of oranges you buy on the side of the freeway. Man, that was terrible. That's just, you can't do that kind of thing, man.
He's a prop. That's all they used him as a prop. That's it.
Fuck.
That's all. He's a stage prop.
Oh yeah, here's another. We can't even watch that. This is just retarded. This is like, people are so stupid. Watch this shit, man. I love watching it. I mean, this is where we're at. This is our world. This is where we're at. People are saying, I hope people wake up. So I don't think you're supposed to stand in that little area between the tracks and shit, man. I really don't. Come on, little circle of death. Go away.
You get hit?
No, this guy over here did, though. Right here. Like this.
Wow.
Luckily, it knocked him forward, but it looks like it hit him pretty hard. It might have done more than just knock him down. Thankfully, we didn't have to see the aftermath. So here's your comparisons. Right?
Yeah.
We all
I
remember this goddamn thing. This tried to kill us as children. And this, of course, gives you thrills. 100 kilometers an hour, go around a curve like that. You surely feel it even the next day, because you can feel it from where your body is fighting those G-forces of going around those curves and shit, right? But here, just at 1,075 kilometers an hour, we just sit here calm, eating picnics and shit.
No problem.
No problem. Nothing. Even their explanation for that is just dumb.
It's you're standing on the earth. Is it moving under your feet? No. That's it.
Well, this is kind of interesting too. Here's your 93 million miles away sun right here. This is taken from an aircraft. This is really blowing some shit out of the water. People are paying attention where they didn't pay attention before. Yeah. Now they're starting to pay attention. Look at that. That's right here.
Right.
Man. There's no way. And see, they're really scrambling. They're going crazy right now.
Yeah.
And that's why, like, I'm under attack. There's a lot of us are under attack, really heavy duty right now. They're really trying to ramp up their shit and trying everything they can. I literally had somebody come in my comments, start blowing shit at me. And when I blew shit back at him, then wanted to report me.
Yeah, that's what they do. Yeah.
And I was like, are you kidding me? You come in here and start a fire and then bitch about the smoke? You got what the fuck is wrong with you, man? Have you not watched my show? Do I look like a person that tolerates somebody's goddamn nonsense? Are
you seeing the attacking ramped up the past few months? You seeing that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really wanting to push their alien bullshit, see?
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of people going, yeah, right, crap, we know better.
Yeah. Yeah.
They can't get the consensus on it that they're looking for. I think that's a big part of it. And even if they do try to run their fake alien attack, then they're still going to have a large segment of the population going, yeah, right, whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. Did anybody check out Lucky Haskins' video from this morning? If you haven't, oh my God, he videoed, recorded the sun coming up over Lake Superior.
Oh, really?
And I swear to God, at this one part, I forget, but I wrote it in the comments what the timestamp was. I could see that printed on a coffee cup, man. It was like perfect. It was like the perfect sunrise picture I've ever seen in my life. I was like, that's the best still right there. I would frame that. I would. That was that nice.
Nice.
And as you can see, comes in, not up over a goddamn horizon. That's just insane. So a lot of these, let me see if I can find that again. I get so many things lost in here. And then other things that I have to be careful that I don't show on this platform, because this platform's out of their fucking mind. I mean, I can't even halfway believe it. How some of the censorship. I watch some of this and they have to blur someone getting handcuffs put on now. Are you kidding me?
It's stupid.
And so when they was watching all them idiots breaking windows and stealing shit in that riot, right? where Meatball filmed herself doing a bunch of crazy shit and got arrested.
Yep.
So yeah, they had to blur out all those people smashing windows and shit. Why? I mean, are you kidding me? We see that kind of thing all the time. It's not like smashing a window is going to give somebody PTSD or something. For crying out loud. What was this thing here? FEMA, October the 4th. Okay, well, here's another thing. Turn on.
Hey, look in the chat there. Battery 79's getting a P1000.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Oh, that's going to be sweet, man. That's going to be sweet, brother. So there's a Illuminati bot on Twitter said, turn off your phones tomorrow and take out the battery and or put them in a Faraday bag. Final warning. And it comes with a little video. I mean, let's hear what all people are saying, and we can make an informed decision. Is it bullshit? Is there something to it? Let's see.
We will initiate the test message that goes to cellular phones. That will cause phones to ring, very similar to if you have ever received a flash flood or an Amber Alert that also came through the same system. That's the wireless emergency alert system. So the phones will, they buzz very loudly. They sound very similar. The sound that comes out is very similar to what you're used to hearing on the emergency alert system at the beginning of alerts that are broadcast on radio and television. The message, the text of the message will display right on the home screen or on the middle of the screen of the cell phone. At the top of that, there will be a banner that will say presidential alert. That's the category of the type of alert that we're allowed to send nationwide. And then the text of the message will say test. This is only a test of the national wireless emergency alert system, and no action is needed. There was concern that Americans weren't necessarily watching radio and TV, especially in the evenings, maybe. The new technology of the cellular phones was just coming online, and was suggested that we figure out a way to be also be able to send alerts to cellular phones and all other devices as they come online.
I don't know, man. It's weird. It's really weird. What are we supposed to do about? Oh my God, these guys. What is this? Bill Esquire put this out. They're putting out some cool shit. Have you seen this thing that they did today? I think it was today. About 2 hours ago, it went up from Bill and Ted. This is them on the skating rink. They superimpose themselves onto this shit. Look. They're clowns, man. They crack me up pretty bad, man. And they hand it right to the Globies hard, man. Yeah, they really do. Have you watched their podcast? Peter, have you watched your podcast?
I listened when they were on here. What's their podcast name? Weren't they on here?
Yeah, they have on here. They've got a channel on YouTube, and they've also, I guess, on Twitter Spaces. They do stuff on there, and Rumble, of course, and some other platforms. YouTube's not real friendly, man. There's a lot of people using it as much. And like I said, like I'm going to be doing once I get my other system back too, I'm going to also be going in that same direction too, and not doing as much here as I do on those other platforms, because listen, the level of crap that these people pull here is unreal. It really is. I had to go through this bullshit the other, because we showed, and I even said, for fair use, all that good shit. They still tried to give me a copyright and pulled my video down the other night over that thing about that guy that plays that device and those people can't read when he's got it running, and there was only one guy that could do it. All right. We didn't even show the whole thing. So they wanted to give me copyright on that. And I had to go back and appeal it. And then it came back. And I was like, you know, why don't you have people review this? When something gets flagged, have a fucking human being review it to make sure that it's not your stupid computer algorithm, right? Wow. Why do we have to go through that? And then if I pull up YouTube Studio, my channel on YouTube, it'll say the number of views that I have on a video is completely different than what I have in Studio. Why are they doing that? Why wouldn't those be the same, right? Just the fuckery that they do. Like ZXL Master left a comment and I went looking for it. He tagged me to look at it and I went to it, you know, to look for it and it wasn't there. So apparently YouTube just fucking took the comment down. Why? So I've gotten accused of taking comments down and I don't. The only time I ever delete a comment is if they're saying something reprehensible or nasty. And I mean really reprehensible or nasty. Like that fucktard Charlie Welch had just bullshit to say about the unfortunate situation that my sister-in-law got into with her car running over that fucking pry bar, you know.
Right.
Dude, not even appropriate. I don't give a shit whether you as a globie or a flat earther or what you are. You make comments like that, fuck off. I don't even want you around. You're not worth the air that you breathe. That's my opinion of somebody like that. But I don't do that. YouTube does it. YouTube does it because it's just it's a troublemaker. It tries. It really does. And it pisses me off. I don't like it when people are dishonest like that.
Yeah.
And that's how and that's the whole thing. This entire thing is built off of dishonesty. Every last freaking bit of it. Here's another pilot flying over the sun. This is crazy, man. How are they getting these? Nobody can stand Charlie Welch except for Sean Hawkins. And nobody can stand Sean Hawkins except for Charlie Welch. So they're in good company with one another. That guy, Sean Hawkins, is like, are you really for real? You're actually going to try to argue the dumb shit that you say? I can't believe it. He's welcome to come up here anytime. I welcome that idiot to come on any fucking time. Try to tell me, well, Atmos means air. It doesn't mean gas. Hey, stupid. Is the air a gas? Is it comprised of gases? What do you think, man? Come on. That's the kind of bullshit that these people, butt pirates. Yes, they are butt pirates. That's where they have to go. And I'm like, I'm not even going to play that childish bullshit with you. It's like that Toon guy with this thing. Well, what's your definition of a container? I'm like, motherfucker, it's a container. What do you mean? What's my definition? The English definition, stupid. The English definition. God. I don't even know why. And that's all just to get you off onto some kind of semantics.
Yeah.
So that you can draw away from the point you're making. And the point that I was making completely destroys his stupid fucking pretend imaginary globe. Because without that first fundamental basics, all the rest of your shit is nonsense. And you have no choice but to admit that it is. I don't give a fuck if you can measure a gnat's ass from 100 miles away. You can't have this condition without a container. Right? I mean, that's just the bottom line as to how this whole thing is actually working. Don't try to shift the burden of proof onto me. Well, how big is your dome? Fuck you. You said that you have something without it, right? You have fluid pressure without containment. That's an impossibility. Now prove your stupid claim or shut up, you know? You might as well try to prove that Santa Claus actually goes around and delivers toys around the world, because you're never going to get that one either. What do we got going on here? Oh, here's something crazy. What do we got? Multiple authorities. This came out 18 minutes ago. Active shooter at Morgan State University. Multiple injuries reported as shots have been fired from upper floor dorm room window. Here we go.
Here we go.
Multiple authorities are on the scene.
Oh, of course.
Multiple authorities are on the scene confirming their response to an active shooter situation at Morgan State University. No. The university is currently on lockdown, and here's
of course. Yeah.
Boy, it's too bad those people were in a victim disarmament zone. Designated victim zone. Can't believe anybody would ever give up their right to defend themselves. They've actually got places that they're trying to make it illegal to have body armor. Why do you want me to not be able to be shot? What the fuck is up with that?
Yeah.
I mean, that's like making seatbelts illegal or crash helmets illegal, right?
Right.
I don't hear no gunshots.
I don't see any bodies.
I don't see nobody. I think it's a lot to do about nothing. How many people have been injured?
33.
33, exactly.
33.
Let's see. Multiple authorities are in this with at least 6 people confirmed injured. So they got a helicopter, an eye in the sky going on. Multiple authorities.
Wow.
None of which know anything.
Looks impressive.
It does. All right. So there's an update 3 minutes ago. Baltimore police has confirmed that there are multiple victims following the shootings at Morgan State University. The shooter's still not in custody and still asking students to shelter in place. Let me hear. This looks like it might have sound to it other than what we saw.
241 to KGA. All students at Morgan are to shelter in place and not move until they get a public service announcement from Morgan. They are to stay in place and not move. Copy.
10-4.
Well,
and there's no cameras working probably. And
no.
All the body cam footage is lost. And
look at this. Rose says there needs to be more security on these college campuses.
Let the kids carry guns then.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, there he goes. Final cut says how I was told school campuses were gun-free zones.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, this is goddamn. Yeah, crazy how these shootings always happen in gun-free zones. So you're seeing the trend here, even within the comment sections of stories like this, and it's refreshing. It really is refreshing. And I'm glad to see it. I really am. I'm glad to see more and more people are seeing shit for what it is.
And those comments are showing up now. You know,
yes.
They used to get buried or inundated with the bot junk, you know?
Yeah, because it's like now it's like a hydra. They cut one and 5 more pop up in its place, man. It's like they can't stop it. I love it. I love it. I fucking love it. That's insane. Yeah, here you go. Just to give you an idea, this is pretty cool. There's an F-16 at 1,000 miles an hour, and here's the ISS at 17,500 miles an hour. Just hanging out playing a saxophone. Now, you got to understand this costs, how much does a saxophone weigh? How many pounds does a saxophone weigh?
20 pounds, maybe?
It costs, they don't weigh that much. No.
10 pounds?
Maybe about 5. Maybe about 5 altogether, depending on the size of the sax, right? But you have to keep this in mind, right? It costs $94,000 a pound to put something up there. So let's say that weighs 5 pounds. That costs almost that costs like what?
Yeah.
$50,000.
Right.
Or no, $500,000.
Plus the case.
Right. Plus the case and reads. So it's about $500,000 to send that saxophone up there so that broad could play saxophone. I'm assuming that's a broad. To convince you that she was in space.
Right.
Cool story. Cool story.
I could help a lot of people with that
$94,000.
money.
They ain't worried about feeding you. They're just worried about feeding your mind. That's the only part of you they want to feed. Don't look to them for anything, ever. I mean, you had a mom and dad. They did their job and raised you. You're supposed to be an adult now. So let's be adults and not have to have a mom and dad, right? How about we do that? Wouldn't that be a great idea? Holy shit. People can't work their way around that whole brain thought right there. They can't work their way around that. But who's going to take care of me? You are. You're responsible for you. Isn't that scary? Isn't that a scary thought for a lot of people, that you're responsible for you? No one is responsible for you. You. Only you. And they can't deal with that. They want to place that responsibility onto other people and they can't fucking handle it. This is why there's no accountability. People don't think they're responsible for themselves. They blame everything they do on something else. Well, I did that because of this. No, you did that because you did that. You can justify it however you want, but the bottom line comes down to it that you did it, or whatever the case is, you did it because you did it. You know, you can try to justify it any way you want to, but you can't lay it off that some other thing made you do something.
Right.
Doesn't cut.
Right.
What the hell? Oh, yeah.
I heard that often. Well, often enough, anyways, with the the jibby thing, jibby jab.
Yeah.
So and so talked me into it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many times I heard that from relatives too. Yeah.
Yes, that's what
and
they
it's
do.
like no one talked you into it. You talked yourself into it. You know?
If you can let another person make you do something against your own wishes, then that,
yeah.
And they didn't have to resort to violence. You didn't try very hard.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
that's all.
Yep.
Let's see, what I got a whole bunch of shit going on over here in the chat. I never can keep track of what the hell's going on. It's hard for me. People need to draw my attention to stuff. But that's all right. That's why we have fun here. Let's see. That was the thing we saw. I'm just looking to see if there's any more. Looking for.
There it is.
What's that? That
Beautiful.
thing?
Look at the Earth. Yeah.
I know, right? 36,000 nautical miles away, y'all. Look.
Wow.
Photograph from the Apollo 10 spacecraft during its translunar journey toward the moon. The crew members on Apollo 10 are astronauts Thomas P. Stafford, commander, John Young, command module pilot, and Eugene Cernan, lunar module pilot. Look at that.
Beautiful.
It is. I believe it. I'm convinced now. Forget everything I said about flat Earth, guys.
Yeah.
Just forget it. So here's some more on that ousting that broad. This is from James Woods. Oh, I used to follow him. I guess I don't. How did that happen? Anyway, so here's the article on that. And let me see if I can find any pertinent information for us on that, because this is kind of interesting to me. So Patrick McHenry, I think that's an interesting name. Mere hours after taking over her speaker pro tempore with the ouster of Representative Kevin McCarthy on Tuesday, Patrick Henry, ordered former Speaker Nancy Pelosi to vacate her office by Wednesday. Please vacate the space tomorrow. The room will be rekeyed. An email sent to Pelosi's office, reviewed by Politico, stated the email added that the room will be used for the speaker's office use. Pelosi is currently using a hideaway office, which only a handful of members receive. Given that she is the Speaker Emerita, McCarthy allowed Pelosi to occupy the space. Oh, they're just doing it to be fucking assholes, which is cool. I don't care. She deserves it.
Yeah.
She slammed the move, calling it a sharp departure from tradition. Yeah, well, so what? Pelosi may have had some difficulty leaving her office by tomorrow, as Pelosi is in San Francisco attending a memorial service for her friend and former Senator Dianne Feinstein, who assumed room temperature last week.
Yeah.
Ding dong, the witch is dead. Can we hear some, ladies and gentlemen, we've got Dianne Feinstein, assumed room temperature. Good job, Nancy. That's probably the greatest accomplishment she's ever made.
Yeah.
I would have to say.
Yep.
So let's say, is every one of their politicians out of California is like one of the dumbest ones you could ever run across?
Yeah,
That's
they're just
Walwell guy. He's from there. Feinstein. Who's that one broad that said that she said that an AR-15 it weighs as much as 10 moving boxes, and that it shoots 1 million rounds a second. It shoots 50 caliber bullets.
Wow.
And I was like, I would love to see her put a 50 caliber bullet into an AR-15. I just want to see that done, because I've got a 50 caliber shell and I've got AR-15s, and I want to see how that can happen. I really do. This would be a physics phenomenon. I mean, does she realize that round is multiple times bigger than the barrel of an AR-15?
Just think refraction.
Yeah, it's gravity. It's gravity. Grafaction. Hey, there we go. Gravaction. It's gravitational refraction.
Yeah, the shell's not. It's atmosphere. You know.
Yeah. It's use a theodolite. Let's see. Sadly, because I'm in California to mourn the loss and pay tribute to my dear friend Dianne Feinstein and fellow coven member, I am unable to retrieve my belongings at this time. Well, you know what I would do, and you know what any other landlord would do, right? You just set that shit out on the fucking curb, baby. That's all you got to do. Set that shit out on the curb. Not my problem. Your lease is up. Your shit is out on the road, bitch. We're not playing. I mean, fuck her. That's what she would do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Look, here's Morgan Freeman. It's a nice picture of Morgan Freeman. Hold on a second. Back in his younger days.
Yeah.
At Montrose. Before he had that smooth voice that everybody likes to hear.
Yeah.
So Lucky was saying in his video the other day that apparently Morgan Freeman does play guitar very well, and he plays left-handed.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. There might be something to that. I've had some people, when I first heard it, I went, that sounds like hooey. But then I started looking at some shit and I'm like, I don't know, man. It could be. We could have that. Yeah. Who knows? What is this? Wow. Okay. Well, we like to bring you the bizarre and strange here on Sovereign Soul Unchained Mind. So here you go.
Oh.
Yeah.
What the hell is that?
Dude.
I was gonna catch you.
Yeah. Look at this. He went to go crowd surf and everybody just fucking moved. They said, no way. Oh. Dude, that's horrible. Oh. No longer on the ball. I like your avatar, man.
Thank you.
So everybody, let's welcome no longer on the ball of the show. Right, we have a live studio audience here, so
nice, fancy.
Yeah, we're getting right up there with that Jimmy Fallon type shit going on right up in here, boy. I'll tell you, it's minus the trips to Epstein Island. Okay. Oh, here's something we've said.
He had a request in the chat, though.
What do we have a request in the chat? I missed it.
Yeah, he's got a request.
Who is it? Let me see.
No longer on the ball has a request. Because Chilling wants to see some.
I see it. Okay, I was
pictures.
in the private.
On the video.
And it says, "Can you show this for Chilling?" Okay, we're going to show this for Chilling. Oh God. Yeah. Yeah, this is bad. I saw this before. Hold on a second. Let me stop this thing and go here. And yeah, this is bad. Can you Oh, yeah. I saw another one that was just a burlap sack. And that was kind of bad. So yeah, that's
I also sent you, if you want, the video of the NASA with the news parody, where there's some NASA boys talking on the news about. It's a little bit dated now. That was back when genders were black and white. Before
what?
Back when genders were black and white.
Okay.
They guys would often go after girls, and so there's this cool little video my son sent me. This is pretty cute.
Approach girl.
I'm pleased to announce that NASA has entered the planning stages of a mission to approach that cute girl from the laundromat by 2018. Senior project scientists Dr. Adam Thompson and Dr. Carson Harper discovered the girl 3 months ago at a Houston area sudden save between dryers 4 and 5, giving her the name Thompson Harper, number 3499102. Dr. Thompson?
Thank you. According to our observations, Thompson Harper becomes visible for 70 to 90-minute intervals every Wednesday night. She masses between 30 and 60 kilograms, and her eyes are the color of magnesium ion silicate. She is attractive, and based on observed interactions with laundromat employees, she is not cold or lifeless.
The approach will be implemented in 3 phases. 1, planning, which will take an estimated 8 years. 2, execution, which will take 4 to 12 minutes. And 3, results, which, depending on the success of phase 2, could lead to anything from naked showering together to marriage.
The mission will cost an estimated $900 million. A team is in the early stages of development of a joke, which we can use to break the ice. It is a casually humorous observation about how socks seem to disappear in the dryer. The advantages of this topic are twofold. It is specific to the laundromat setting, and if successful, we can transition to level 2, in which we refer to dryers as the black hole for socks. This will allow us to segue seamlessly into talk of space, a topic about which we are extremely comfortable speaking.
We also have a dedicated task force developing trendy new clothes for maximum impact upon approach. These projects are on track to be completed by 2015, and when finished, will introduce us to a whole new world of lady interaction.
We'll now take questions. Yes.
How do you respond to critics who believe the organization is risking another tragedy like the 2002 Girl at Borders bookstore disaster?
Well, none of us want to relive that moment.
And we've put in place protocols for this mission that should prevent a similar outcome. For example, should the interaction become compromised to an unsalvageable degree, a propulsion ejection system can be deployed, which will launch our men out of the laundromat and clear of any potentially embarrassing situation. If that occurs, we will move on to our backup plan, using the Hubble Space Telescope to take higher resolution photos of her, and then masturbating furiously while hating ourselves for it.
Yes.
Is this mission connected to the other NASA mission to locate and marry Scarlett Johansson?
No, that mission has been canceled. It was found to be infeasible and just stupid, really. Stupid.
Okay, thank you all for coming.
I love the onion, man. Gotta love the onion. The Onion is fantastic. I love that shit. Were you here last night when we showed that article about NASA's 50-year mission to kill God?
Yep.
That was those guys, man. There's nothing. No, I'm going to put a link to this in the chat, and I'm also going to put it in the description of the video. So let me see. I got to go over to here and go back to my content, and I have to go to lives, and then I have to go to edit. All right, we're good to go. And then we just paste it and hey, save. So anybody that's watching this later that can't use the chat or whatever else, the link to that NASA's mission to pick up the girl at the laundromat, that's pretty good because they are like that. I watch these guys, man, and nobody will interact with them like on Twitter. And a little
Deborah
while later,
Clark, she's got a black hole in her dryer.
Oh, I know, man. Listen,
Yeah.
I'm
thinking it's more like a wormhole, but I don't know.
Well, I think it has something to do with the accumulation of lint. You know, I mean, after a while, that's pieces of your clothes. That's bits of your clothes, right? And after a while, you know, what's going to happen is that your clothes are just going to become lint. And maybe that's what happens with like one of your socks or something. I don't know, man. It's really weird. I hate that though. I always I have so many socks though that I don't even care. I just grab two socks. I have a whole box of socks. I don't even use them in a drawer. It's because I hate having to look for socks. And so I have, you can ask my wife, this is a true thing. I have literally a box of pairs of socks in my room because it just pisses me off. There's something about socks getting lost that we're not going to go into that anymore. We're going to start getting like Rasta Bear. It's the Pleiadians. The Pleiadians are getting our fucking stuff, man. I don't know what they're doing.
I put rocks in my socks. You know? Then I throw them around, light them on fire, and throw them up in the air.
There you go. That's, I mean, wow. It's
fun.
I was trying to get the logic there. And it was like, how do you go from finding a rock to determining that it came from space? Well, it gave off a vibe. Oh, well, all right. There you go. Come on.
Maybe that's where the socks go. I don't know.
It's altogether possible. So I was here, I believe. And this is something we brought up a million times on here.
Yeah.
Is it
true, though?
It is. I mean, you never see these guys having to put on a bunch of shit and go outside and hook stuff on it or anything else like that. But these birds constantly have to go outside and work on something. You know? I don't know. People believe anything. I guess, well, it's not their fault though. They get brainwashed into that, you know? Now, you guys have seen recent video of San Francisco, right?
Yeah.
People are, it's terrible. It's terrible. Now let's look at it in the 1940s. This is, people don't understand. This is what the world used to be like. And I can still remember a time when it was somewhat like this. You got popcorn. So what happened? Communism. That's what happened. They took
Nancy
shit.
Pelosi.
Yeah, Nancy Pelosi for one. Dianne Feinstein.
Yeah.
Frankenfeinstein. Whatever, man. That brought her and people like her and the types of policies that they've initiated and the people just blindly go with because they're intellectually lazy has destroyed it. Now they're sitting there crying going, oh, what have you done to us? What have you done? What have they done to you? What did you do to you? You gave away your guns and let this fucked up communist regime totally run all over you, and then you wonder what's wrong. Come on, man. Come on. Right, Jehovah's daughter, Barbara? She's on board with this. I know she is. What's she got going on? Oh my God, I know I did those anagrams with my name last night too, and I was running into all kinds of funny shit. You go into an anagram generator, and you can put your name into it, and it'll give you all the possible anagrams of your name. And you'd be surprised some of the shit that comes out, man. It's pretty crazy. So Barbara's been on a mission doing that here recently. This was another one put out by our good friends over there. Ted Logan put this one out. And this is the North Pole, the time lapse of the sun. And this is kind of neat too. Thought you might enjoy. Look at that, man. See, they're not even at the full north either. You can tell by that declination of the sun. That looks like it like way up in Greenland, but not quite center north. Like, they ain't gonna show you nothing from center north. You know that. You already know that. That's the best you're gonna get from Greenland.
Have you seen the South Pole? The South Pole 24-hour sun videos?
That one that's cut up like a bitch.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, I took that and did a print screen of it, and at two different times in the timeline, a minute or 22 seconds, and then a minute and 22 seconds in the same clouds.
Yeah,
same clouds. And so yeah, I put that up on the on the wiki there as part of the demonstration of the South Pole southern lights or whatever, 24-hour sun, because it's necessitated to have a 24-hour sun in the south.
Well, one of the things that you can tell with these guys too is the projection, right? And what is one of the famous things that they always want to say? Oh, you got to lie to flurf. And it's like, no, that's you guys. That's you guys. They're always trying to shift everything over onto you, trying to shift a claim over to you, trying to shift the burden of proof over on you, because they know that theirs is totally unprovable. Right. And all you have to do, you don't have to make a claim. Just enough is to prove their claim impossible. Okay, that's all. Because it's apparent that this is not a ball. It's apparent that it's not moving. I mean, these things we know. So the burden of proof is on these ridiculous clowns that come up with this story. So you got to be real careful. Don't let them try to shift it around on you.
Right.
And that's exactly what they do all the time. And it's no. What's your model? What's your map? I don't live in a model. I don't live on a map. I don't have control over cartography. The powers that be have control over the cartography. So now, that being said, prove to me a fluid volume without containment. Boom, go.
Yeah.
Okay. This is where you got to stick with these guys. Yes.
Oh, is it this thing?
Yeah. Careful. You'll get carpal tunnel holding that column of air too long there, Peter.
Sorry. Yeah.
You don't want to be careful. That fucking clown. And his audience, no shit, is still saying, even though he was on my show and I threw him off of my show.
Yeah.
They're saying I ran. Ran from what? And Toon even said, oh yeah, you had to have your minion Dreamy come and help you. And I'm like, what? She asked you a question that was loosely related to what I was talking about. What are you talking about? You know, you're trying to deflect from the fact that you came on and made a complete jackass out of yourself and tried to pass off your invisible or my invisible cookie jar of air. I mean, if you want to go with that stupid shit, I had an invisible cookie jar full of air right here. I'm still holding it. It's right here. It's still floating. Can't you see it? It's right here.
I can see it. Yeah.
Wow. And then his thing with the water. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, this is all just, I just can't with people like him.
It's not,
you know, and that's intellectually dishonest. That's all.
It is. They're yeah. Tries to deal with a psychopath. You know?
Where?
Thanks.
I'm looking for. Oh, this was pretty good right here. Flat Out Truth. Did you see his video today? Thought for today? Or this was actually 2 weeks ago. I just ran across it, but this was really cool. I like this. You know, Flat Out Truth, right? Terry.
Yeah.
He does a lot on the Flat Earth app videos on there. So let me see. I'm going to remove that.
Yeah, he's good.
Do that. And I'm going to do this. And then we're going to go this. This is real good. It's only a minute long and very interesting. Looks awful much. It looks pretty much the same, don't it?
Yeah.
Nope. Circle of Death. I mean, that's the first thing you think when you see that is, damn, that looks like water. I mean, there's a lot more evidence to support that than there is of a fucking outer space vacuum horse shit.
Yeah.
And there again, dry versus wet. The complete Luciferian opposite. Flip flop. Everything's the opposite of what they say. Every fucking thing. That's what pisses me off too, is people don't realize that. But once you get onto that, you can look at just about anything that they're trying to run by you and go, no, no, that can't be. You're just giving me some kind of nonsense that you're making up.
You know how they have those huge telescopes? You know, I've never looked through one of them, but it's crossed my mind, like, what are they really doing with them? Like, they're not gonna. I know that they're not gonna tell us or show us, but it's like, I wondered, like, they're doing something with them that, you know, they don't tell us. But what are they? I don't know. What are they doing with them?
Are they
like
really
listening, or
are they even really what they say they are? I mean, maybe they don't even do anything at all. They're just a fucking prompt to make you think they're doing this shit.
Yeah, that could be too. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me either.
I mean, that's my guess on it, because a lot of this shit seems to me that a lot of this is just a lot of busy work. You know, that's what a lot of what they show that they're doing is just busy work. I mean, what are these guys up here doing in this thing? What really are they doing that couldn't be done just as well on Earth?
Right.
without the expense, without the danger. What is it? You're studying cosmic radiation or whatever. Well, don't you already have a bunch of fucking satellites up there that you can study that anyway?
Right.
What are you doing? This is just a show. This is just reaffirmation of the lie, is all this shit right here is. You know, and it just to solidify that and to solidify it more. Look, we're going to have something that looks like the space station go by in such and such a place at such and such a time. Get your telescopes ready. Meanwhile, some mock-up of a fucking U2 that looks like that goes flying over or whatever else. Who knows what the hell they're doing?
Right.
Or a fucking balloon that's flying by in a jet stream or some shit. Like, you know, goddamn. These people, I don't get it, man.
Yeah,
Really?
those telescopes, they may not be any more powerful than one you buy off the shelf at Walmart.
There you go.
Yeah.
Battery 79. Think those big observatories are psyops. I do
Psyops, yeah.
Absolutely. Just to make
Yeah.
you think that bullshit. Just like, oh, look, we're bouncing a laser off the fucking moon. Shut up.
Yeah.
Just stop.
No, I agree. Yeah.
So this is another one that I think this was Deep Inside the Rabbit Hole. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Deep Inside the Rabbit Hole put this one out. I'm going to put a link to this down in the thing because this is always the one perspective and this really sets it up. See, the important thing to remember, people, is that nothing goes over the horizon. Well, it does, but it doesn't go under the horizon. Nothing is going under it. Okay. Yeah, it goes over it, but it stays the same place. It's just your perspective as it melds into the horizon due to your limited angular visual perspective. That's all that's happening here. So if you're using your theodolite toward an apparent horizon, what looks like to me is that the earth must be fucking breathing, right? Because that apparent horizon keeps changing all the time. See, this is the nonsense that they deal with. It's like, where'd you get the where'd you get the R value, guys? Where'd you get that from? If you're going by an apparent horizon and that apparent horizon continuously changes, that means that you're going to be off by big factors all the time. I highly recommend the app. It's a lot of fun. You can learn a lot of cool shit. I'm going to put a link to it. Well, let me let that play because it puts a QR code. If there's anybody at home who wants to get their phone ready for a QR code and flash it up on here. There it is. right there. But I'll also put a link to Dave's page in the description.
I heard a new one today.
What's that?
I was on True Social, and I see one of my flat Earth friends in there arguing with a glober.
Oh no!
And the glober was trying to convince the guy that the tides, the ocean tides, are caused by the land moving up and down in the water. That's the first time I heard that one. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. There was an I don't even know when, 1900s, something like that. Apparently they had equipment that was able to measure the land movement, and they detected what they said was the land was breathing. The earth was breathing in and out or something, or up and down, causing the tides. I think that's kind of hoarse. How are you going to measure the land moving up and down?
Yeah, that's it. So.
Oh, but I got to show you something I've been working on here, if you don't mind. Okay, let me turn on my camera here. Let's see here. Yeah, I have a 1920s camera here. So anyway, I made these little cards. I don't know if you can see them very well, but I'm going to take them to Flattoberfest and lay them on Dave Weiss's table or something.
Oh, yes.
And so it's going to be, it's got the True Earth wiki, and it's got the web address at the bottom, and then it's got a QR code. And if you scan it, it'll take you to like a little information page. And then I made a little a bigger version of that, which yeah, it's because I think it's because I have blur background on or something.
Yeah.
Let me see, video, virtual background, none. There we go.
There we go. Oh, wow, yeah.
And so it's a little card, and it just says, hey, what this is for, and it's got my contact information down there in the QR code. So I made about 60 of those little cards and printed them out and cut them up. I figured that might be cool to kind of lay around, because I don't want to be a salesman there and have to walk around and stuff. I want to go have fun instead. So I'm going to see if I can lay down on a table somewhere and just walk away.
Okay, so take your phone, put it in full portrait mode, right? And shoot a picture of that and send it to me. Send it right to me through text. And what I'll do is I'll post it as a community post, and it'll have that QR code. Then our good friend ZXL Master can pick her up on it and really make that thing fly.
I'll pass it around with my Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You can do that shit right now, man. I like having power like that, where
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's a little bit, I guess that's fine. That's a little bit blurry. Let me do it again. I don't have much light here.
Oh yeah, when you don't have enough light and you take a picture like that, it slows your shutter speed down on that thing, and any little movement, a cricket part, will make it blur.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it's doing right now. That's probably good enough. Okay, so share that to, oh man.
I can put it out on Twitter. I'll put it out on True Social. That's where I post all my flat Earth stuff.
I've not been over there. I mean, it's like I'm not a politically oriented person anymore at all. I used to be. But I'm like, okay, that's cool. I got a Gab account. I haven't been over on it for a while. I should go back and check it out. But it's the bottom line is that the censorship has gotten completely out of control. If you have to go to underground or alternative sources just to be able to speak freely, man, there's a problem. Okay, that's a problem. Where'd you send it to, Joel?
I just texted it to you.
Okay.
Hopefully that's good enough. I mean, I could probably give you an electronic image of it, but that's fine.
Here it is. Okay, cool.
There's a fair amount of flat earthers in Truth Social. Yeah.
Is there?
Mhm.
I'll have
Yeah.
to check it out. Okay, so
I mean, it's not like Twitter, but they're in there. And
See, I'm trying to catch everybody, you know what I mean? And so mostly all I do is follow people on YouTube and a little bit on Rockfin, but mostly the Rockfin channels I know about are just mirrors of YouTube. And so I'm trying to capture everybody. And so there's people in Twitter, Facebook, BitChute, blah, blah, blah. I mean, there's probably thousands of channels I just don't know about, but I'm trying to capture them all so that I can get them in a list because I've got them on the wiki too that I've been building.
are you on Twitter?
No, my wife is, but I'll tell you what, speaking of which, so my wife, she's on Twitter. She went and looked at Karen B stuff. You know, Karen B's been talking to people and yada yada. So she kind of just clicked by and saw Karen B and went into her stuff and looked at some of her posts. She's not following her. She didn't click like on anything. She just looked at it and now she's shadow banned.
Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome Reverend John to the show. Let's welcome Reverend John. Well, isn't that special?
Well,
Reverend John. What a guy.
Poor little filler.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well,
Anyway.
If you start a Twitter account, there's a lot of flat Earth has gotten huge in there. So you want to pass it around. I'm True Earth and Twitter. I can help you get it out there.
Cool. Yeah. So if you get a hold of that QR code, or if you just go to the website there, sign up, and you can.
You want to promote the wiki site, right?
Yeah, basically.
True Earth Wiki?
And
Well, if you have a True Earth Wiki Twitter account, that'll help too.
Yeah, and by promote, I mean basically, promote for people to use it and research it because it's free.
Yeah.
You know, they can use it, and look at it. But also, I'm looking for people who are actually interested in editing it and adding pages to it as well. And that's the tricky part because no one's got time. So I'm trying to open this up so that anybody can come in, get signed up, and help out the community. Because I've been doing it myself so far, and I've added a ton recently, but it's a lot of work. And if you had 50 people in the community all banging at different things, and they've got all their little memes and PDF documents and crap, they can really pound some stuff in there that I'm not thinking about.
Do you have a meme section like in it?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I've got some memes here and there. Mostly just, I have article pages like, say, NASA. And then on the NASA page, I have a gallery of photos, which happen to be a lot of memes.
Yeah. I have several hundred.
Oh, yeah.
I was on there yesterday on your wiki site. I saved it. I'm going to look around some more. So if I sign up, I can get in there and post stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So there's on the main page, there's training videos, how to do stuff. But you sign up and you hit edit on a page and you can type stuff. So, and there's an upload button so you can upload pictures. So, also, you could, if you use the QR code that I just sent Dave, that will show an introduction page that
Robert England, that was actually Sean Hawkins in a mosh pit, is what we saw there. I'm not really sure why they found it necessary to show him breakdancing, but
Sean Hawkins.
No, it's Sean Hawkins breakdancing. So, in case
that's
anybody
cool.
wondered.
Yeah.
I'm going to put on the main page a thing called introduction, and that's what the QR code takes you to. So if you click on that, that'll have my contact information in it.
Okay. Yeah.
And that way you can just email me stuff that way, I guess, instead. If you would like.
Oh my God. Yeah, I got it. I put it up just now as a community post on my community tab. I can show you that.
Twitter. Yeah, I would recommend Twitter. Get the word.
Yeah, I heard there's some good people on there, and I haven't got on there yet. But
well, I should put the link on there too.
Even if you used no longer on a ball or some name, and then promote your wiki along with that, so it's not direct, it's indirect. You know, that might be a way to do it.
Yeah,
there's a lot of good people in there, and the bot armies are way down. There's plenty of shills and trolls, but I just get good with the block button. That's all.
yeah, there's a block. I can block their IP, block their user. So, so it's just one of those things where, you know, just something that testing the community, see if we can get people in there to help. Because honestly, if I had started this 2 years ago, all the videos I watched from Witsit and all these other guys, I mean, some real awesome content, and I could have had that and just done it every day. So right now what I do is I'll watch, like, you know, Melodome, and he'll be showing something really cool, and I'll just hit print screen and make a, you know, an image out of it, and I'll stick it up on there, and or I'll turn a topic or something. And so, you know, but it's kind of slow going because I've got probably 100 hours a week worth of videos to watch if I really kept up with everybody. So it's kind of tough. And I can't remember everything that I learned 2 years ago that got me to where I'm in now, of course. Just right off the bat, just typing it in. But anyway, yeah, it's getting there. There's a lot more content up there now. Hoping people hop on.
Blowing this thing out everywhere, man.
Did you just post that, Dave?
Yeah, I did. That's on my
Okay.
community page right now. And I'm sending that through there so I can go here. Where is oh, there? Okay, so that's what we want. I want to bring that up here. Then I'm going to bring, let's see, why is that such a crazy looking there? So I think
Can't believe I'm going to Vegas.
I checked out the QR code on that picture and it worked. So,
oh, nice.
That works. So let me go here to video details. I need to go into content because I should have done that the first time, but I didn't.
Where's Wiki? Yeah, post it on Twitter, and I'll put it on Truth Social.
Right. Okay.
I'll save it as a meme, and then I'll just post it every couple days.
All right, thanks, guys.
I'll inundate these nutty flat earthers with it.
Oh, I know. We're everywhere. They can't get rid of us now.
Yeah, because I contacted a lot of you know, content creators like you know, Mello and just various people, and they're like, "Oh, cool, I'll check it out." But you know, dang, these guys are super busy. So I'm kind of thinking we need to spread this out to the minions.
Yeah.
There we go. And then I'm going to go paste. And
You know the Flat Earth Banjo? He might be interested in this too.
Yeah. He's pretty cool dude, man.
Yeah, he's already signed into it.
Okay.
Yeah, Eddie from Flat Earth Banjo. Yeah, I heard that guy. I heard that guy was having some health issues.
Really?
So definitely prayers for Eddie. He's we can't afford to lose him. He's a really good guy.
Yeah. I
So
wonder if they don't try to target us with illness or something.
I think so.
I mean, what was up with our little guest there that came on? What was the purpose behind that shit? Right? I'm like, what goes on? These people are fucking possessed. They're insane. You know what I mean? I mean, they are literally out of their fucking minds. And I think that's what happens when you fully believe this dumb shit, that you go fucking nuts. I don't know. Let's see what else we got going on here. So anyway, I just posted that on Twitter, and I'm getting ready now to do it on the good old Facebook. God damn, I hate that when that shit does that. Just really, really, where the hell is the one that I just manipulated and changed? I don't get it. Hang on, I gotta do it again.
So my little icon that you said you liked, I made that with paint.net. Took a flat earth map and actually did a 3D rotate to lay it flat like that.
Oh,
and
sweet.
Then put that in front of some stars. I should have cropped it down a little bit more, but oh well.
If you look closely at my YouTube avatar, right, I have a flat earth model sitting in the middle of a Gleason's map, and I have the orientation of the model, you know, the little, it's like a paperweight thing. I have it in the same orientation as the Gleason's map. And I took the photograph and I was like, that's really cool. And then I got to looking at the picture and I was like, holy shit, there's a little sun in that dome. And so I went back into the front where I had it laid out, and I'm looking at it. I'm like, the overhead light was creating a little sun inside there, man. And as I moved around to look, it was actually literally like a 3D little ball of light inside the fucking dome. That's amazing. You can see it in the photograph. It's pretty crazy. So anyway, there, I've got to now put it on Facebook too.
I got it off Twitter. I saved it and I just reposted it.
See,
so it says True Earth, which is my name on Twitter, is True Earth. So they'll probably think it's me. So I'll get inundated with the shills.
Oh my God. Here comes your buddy T Ragsdale. Oh my God, we're gonna have Kenny eating the dick's gonna be all over you, man.
I'll be blocking tomorrow.
I melted him down today. Kenny eating a dick. I melted him down. I melted him down.
Yeah.
He tried so desperately, so hard to shift the burden of proof over on me when it comes down to this whole fucking having a fluid pressure system without a containment. That's not a physical law. The fuck it's not. Which one is it? The law of nature, baby. As in, you know, these people that you cite, they didn't create these conditions. They just quantified it. Okay. So because this is named after somebody, doesn't mean that that's the person that came up with it. That means that they're the person that explained it. That's all. Okay. So the rule of the whole thing is this: I don't have to prove shit to you. You claimed an impossible condition. Now you have to demonstrate this impossible condition. I'm sorry. Because everything else in nature is going to disagree with you 100% no matter how many times you try. And if I try to prove a negative, what do you expect me to do? Go through every instance of something that holds a pressure or a fluid and test it when it has a hole in it? I think pretty much the whole human experience has ruled out that you need something to hold the shit, man. And if it's got a leak, it's not going to hold. So
if Dave, if you go on my Twitter, you may have seen this, but I picked up a new meme that's about the container. I posted it earlier today on my Twitter feed there. So if you don't have it, use it. I like it. It's a good one.
Here he is. Let's see. Oh, there he just put that on. You reposted it. Okay. I see.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see. There's the thing about the spinning. There's no need to paddle once you reach the downhill curve. I need to go under what? Your media, right? Yeah. Satan's target.
Yeah, it's a helium tank or something.
Oh, yeah. I saw this. I think I did. I downloaded this. I have used it.
Okay.
I did. I'm a meme.
Yeah, pull it up.
I'm a meme stealer, man. That's for
Yeah,
real. I have no shame. I have no shame when it comes to stealing memes. Not at all. Oh, wait, that's still on that social media. I get confused, man. There we go. And this is absolutely true. So until you can demonstrate gas pressure without a container directly next to a vacuum without all gases being sucked out, it's reasonable to conclude space is fake, space travel is fake. NASA's 5 decades of space exploration were a sham.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And as we pointed out, you know, because the further I've explored this in my mind, I came to the conclusion that you can't even have a fucking vacuum without a container.
Right.
All right. So stop with your dumbass space and shit. It's just not even feasible. And all of it dependent on this fictitious bullshit. No, hang on, Thrash. I'll get with you. Without their gravity, and you have to prove gravity has any effect on gases at all, which you can't. I can just prove it in a hot second, right?
Yep.
Right there, helium. Oh, without gravity, it wouldn't float. Shut up. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Without gravity, it wouldn't go up. What, there's gravity in the sky now? Get off of me. Not doing that. So no, Thrash. The Exorcism I watched was Flatzoid purging trolls from his channel. And it was, you know, now he's got a much bigger audience than I do. So, of course, he's going to have a higher number of trolls. He's a bigger channel. The few that I have are kind of really inconsequential and like gnats, right? But you get these pervasive ones, and I'm starting to get some of those too. And once you get tired of them asking the same fucking thing over and over, especially when I run an open panel show where if you got a question, come up on the goddamn panel and ask it. I'm not going to sit there back and forth with you in a goddamn comment section of a video. But they keep on with the same questions over and over and over. And when you finally get tired of answering, then they say, "Ha, you have run from my question." No, I just got tired of talking to you, man. You know, read the room, Slick. Read the room. And so anyway, what I witnessed there was really interesting because he was going through, he was reading out their troll-like comments and then letting the viewers decide whether or not to shit can them or whether to let them have another chance. And it was kind of like being the people deciding on what the gladiator is supposed to do. You know, are we going to do a thumbs down? Are we going to do a thumbs up? What are we going to do with this cat? And I loved it. It was beautiful because it's sort of like you didn't even have to give a fuck. It was just like weeding out a garden. It was beautiful. I might have to do that in the future. Now, since I pointed out that everything that we have has been peer reviewed, which it has. Peter, I'm sure you reviewed it.
It's peer reviewed.
You have. Several people here in the audience have reviewed it and have come to a consensus that this is empirical.
Yep.
Now, you see, we've done the same thing that they're claiming has been done, but we actually have.
Right.
Okay. So Ruhif didn't like that. I noticed he hasn't been back, which is good because he kind of hurt my ratings. He hurt my viewership. People were, get that guy out of here. Now, I didn't realize until I started watching some of these modern debate shows and shit like that. I started watching a few of those. And old Ruhif, he gets around.
Oh, yeah.
He gets around. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
he's been doing this. He's been doing this for 4 to 6 years, apparently. I was talking to Jim at Waterworld, and he says that Ruhif has been doing this like 4 to 6 years. So if he can take you around in circles, imagine him doing that for 4 to 6 years. He's really literally gone nowhere.
Yeah.
Well, he can't get past this problem that I pose.
It's his job. That's what it's.
Yes.
Doing it for a paycheck, and it's just no thanks. I'm not feeding that.
Either for a paycheck or a sentence reduction, one of the two.
Yeah.
Or both.
Same thing. Yeah. My eyes.
You know, I'm starting to see that, man. There's yeah, it's too suspect. It really is. And I mean, they all have the same script. I'd be willing to say that he and MC Toon, Mick Toon, I'm going to call him Mick Toon because he hates it.
Yeah.
I would say that him and the rest of these birds are part of the same company.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely.
Contractors, private contractors.
Yep.
That and their little flunkies, M. Ball and Brenda.
Oh my
God. Yeah, them
God.
too. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
Absolutely.
Brenda didn't turn on his camera, and I thought it was a dude using like his wife's account or some shit. I really did. I didn't know that was actually a guy pretending that he's a woman.
Brenda's been around, and same with M. Ball. He's been all over the channels, Witsit and Jaronism and etc.
Well, they don't ever say anything particularly bright.
No.
You know, I mean, always with the same thing. This bird, M-Ball, was wanting people to go out and buy a globe so they could sit in their yard and watch a sunset with it. And I'm like, how about this? You do it and then make a video of it. You know, this is your thing. I'm not going to go sit in my yard with a fucking globe. If I'm out in my yard, I'm going to be playing with my dogs and enjoying nature. You know, God. And the audacity of these people and how they demand shit from you. Like they have some right to demand something from you. And I'm like, who are you but other than some weirdo on the goddamn internet? I mean, go away or something. I don't
They're not worth it. There's too many good people out here to go through that. Listen to them. It's just
well, it's like today on Twitter. It's like some of these people, I just got sick of them. Like that Sleaze Pretzel woman or whatever her name is, Surf Perzel or whatever. I just blocked her fucking ass. Her, a couple of them on there. I kept Kenny eating a dick because I really enjoyed making him spiral and melt down today. He tried his damnedest, bless his little heart, to switch the burden of proof around on me. And I smacked it away at every turn. And he had no other recourse but to start his insults and ridicule and shit. And I'm like, there you go. Kvetch away, little demon. Kvetch away. You know, he even wanted to correct me on the spelling of the word kvetching, which is, of course, Yiddish. I spell it phonetically because I don't speak the deceptive language of the small hats, but he apparently does. So I don't know.
Yeah. I don't see his posts anymore.
Don't you? Yeah.
He's gone.
Easy to do. It's too easy.
He's in the wind.
Yeah. Oof. But I'm keeping him around just because I enjoyed having him spiral. I've got rid of a few of them and just saying, you know, and they love to say, oh, you are in fear of me. No, you know, when I killed the fly in my house, it wasn't because I was in fear of him. It was because he was just annoying the fuck out of me. Right.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing.
And I don't know if it's true, but I've heard the shills that use social media get paid per post. I don't know if that's true or not, but it wouldn't surprise me.
They might.
Yeah.
So it kind of hurts them when they can't talk with you anymore, right?
Yeah. So I just get rid of them. So I've heard that several times. Is it true? Is it not true? Well, I don't know. They're doing it as a full-time job, no matter how you look at it.
In either scenario, though, Peter, are they really worth interacting with after a little bit?
No, none of them are. No.
I mean, that's where it just runs down to right there.
I like the mute and block button.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some good people on here, though. I'm really enjoying some of the content put out by some of the people, you know, and every so often I catch somebody coming in there and I'm like, oh, I see you're arguing with this Ragsdale character. I'm going to tell you something about Ragsdale. Ragsdale's been on here since at least 2016 saying the same stupid shit over and over. Okay. 24/7, 365 days a year. Don't give him the time of day. Just stop. He can't be that fucking dumb. Anybody that's been exposed to that information for that period of time and still doesn't get it, and still says stupid shit like gravity. I like this one. This is one of my all-time favorite wake-up movies for people. Is They Live. I have like a list, and I'm going to write that list down. I'm going to do that tomorrow. I'm making a note. I'm making a note with the pen that I grew in my yard.
And a lot of these guys, they do multiple topics, but they do it the same way. Yeah. 9/11.
Hawaiian Surfer. Hawaiian Surfer is new to the show, I believe. I don't recognize him, but I want to welcome Hawaiian Surfer to the show. So what's
Hi
on
there.
tonight?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, not much. I'm like exhausted. I've been working pretty hard at my company. You can see I'm actually the founder of Oddcast Chocolate. I just kind of came on here. I'm tired, and I wanted to go watch some streams, and I saw you guys, and I found it pretty interesting, honestly.
Oh, okay. Oh, cool. Yeah, we're just cutting through some bullshit. Now I have to warn you, Surfer, that you are in extreme peril of being brainwashed into thinking for yourself if you come to this show.
Really?
So I hope you're up. Yeah, I hope you're up to being brainwashed into thinking for yourself and
All right.
rejecting other people's ideas in lieu of your own thoughts.
Now, you know what? That's wonderful. I think that's really important because people really thought, to me, like they were really confused because I use snakes in my farm. Like I actually put snakes in the cocoa farm. People found it really weird, but like legitimately, you get better crops when you use snakes. Like look at this.
Nigger.
Wow. Isn't that interesting? Well, thank you, Hawaiian Surfer, for that educational.
Interesting.
Yeah. Very, very interesting. So that tells you something. Why would they want to do things that try to shut you down? Right?
Yeah.
Why would they want to do that? You see?
Hey, Dave, what are they afraid of?
Oh, I know what they're afraid of. And here's what they really need to be afraid of, really. They're going to be accountable. Okay? Putting your hands over your eyes and saying, you can't see me, doesn't work. Not even for a toddler, does it? Not even for a moment. Yeah,
I got a couple. I got a couple They Live memes for you if you want to see them.
Yeah. Put them on.
Sure.
All right. So let's see. Share screen. Still figuring out. Give me 1 second. Where's the window? There we go. Here it is. Share.
Oh my God, that's beautiful. That's nice.
Okay, and here's the other one.
Yeah, that's the one I just showed from True Earth has that one too.
Yeah.
I found a really cool Jiffy. Where did I put that up at? It was on Facebook. Somebody made a really creative Jiffy. Let's see if I can run down to that. That was really good.
That's freaking sick. Even the McDonald's down there, he looked like Pennywise also in that scene. Not only were there feet in the burger, but there was Pennywise instead of Ronald McDonald. It's great.
It was this Jiffy, and this is kind of cute, but it's disturbing too. let me oops, that's the wrong one. So stop the screen. Going to present, share screen, and put that up. Watch this. Everything changes. All the people change into little monsters and shit. These two guys right here in the middle have their sunglasses, and it's like everything flips on and off the same way. I thought that was pretty cool. I used that for a comment that I made on something on Facebook. I thought it was kind of cute. So what's up with these degenerates, man? Make you wonder, huh? Make you wonder. Make you wonder. Well, I want to thank you for the view anyway, whatever, not a big deal. Any globies around? No, but we had a guy that likes to put reptiles in his anus. Yeah. So that was interesting. I don't know.
You know what?
I guess that's how he grows cocoa or something. That's what he was trying to tell us. Wow. What a fruitcake.
You know why that is? Because of the recent movement, degenerate movements, of course.
You're breaking up. You're breaking up, Joel. Your audio is breaking up.
So I just saying that am I still bad?
Yeah, it's still robot Nani.
Okay. Well, I'll take off.
Well, pop in and come back. Maybe we'll get another guy coming up here with some other anal snake farming techniques. How does anybody even find that kind of thing? I mean, what the fuck is with what kind of a mind is going, hey, Google, show me a snake penetrating a human anus? Or why would you even come up with that? And what kind of a mind even thinks of that search criteria or even of such a condition even existing? I just, it kind of blows me away. But hey, that's where they're at, and that's good.
Yes.
I mean, that's where they're at. It's kind of good though, because really, these are the people that aren't going to be around. These are the people that aren't going to make it, right? These are the people that are all starting to suddenly die for some strange reason that nobody can figure out, and I'm not sad about it.
It's fear of their TV.
TV, telephones.
Yeah.
Explain it to Brian. He's looking for an answer.
No, they didn't come on here. They actually showed us a graphic representation of a snake and looked like it appeared to be going in some kind of a hole or something. I don't know. Well,
it's tiny.
It was very tiny snake. It must have been one of them corn snakes,
Baby corn snakes.
A baby corn snake. Poor Brian, he just jumped in the middle of this fucking thing, and he's like, "What are you talking about putting snakes in your butt?"
Yeah, you didn't miss
rewind
anything.
a little bit. Just rewind a little bit.
Sick.
Yeah. We get all sorts on here.
So my disflavored whatever you call it, bad taste comment on that. So with the lizards was lizards in the butt. That's because of the recent degenerate movement that's been going on across our country. The gerbil species has gone extinct.
Oh my God. I know they and they do that kind of thing. It's like, well, not all of them, I don't reckon, but I mean, listen, it's just a form of degeneracy. And they try to legitimize degeneracy. This is what's going on in this world of ours right now, is they trying to legitimize degeneracy. And you're seeing the results of that every day. Yeah. I mean, when you see two guys are pounding each other on the side of the road because they're exhibiting their pride, and a cop arrests a guy for quoting the Bible, something's wrong in Gotham City, right? What the fuck?
Yeah.
So
Yep, that's part of the. It's part of the communist how to take over a country playbook. Is to pervert the children and screw with the laws.
You don't want to see it send it to Tommy? No, it's not something that we had. It was just one of our guests came on and started putting a snake in his butt. So apparently this is how he makes cocoa. Whatever. Sounds like some kind of a
cocoa farmer. Oh,
cocoa farmer. Yeah.
Yeah. In Hawaii. Yeah. Well, that's the wrong zone for that.
Yeah, listen, I think that this is coming down to the wire. What Astro Cat's saying right now is absolutely right, because I really do. I mean, we've been hearing it for so long, but I mean, right now, and I got a feeling like waiting for the other fucking shoe to drop. Some anticipation that I can't put my finger on, but there's like this energy of anticipation that I feel in the air right now.
Yeah.
And I really think that things are coming to a head. Maybe this crap they're going to run tomorrow is something to distract away from it or something. I don't know. Maybe, who knows? Maybe God's going to try to send a message to everybody and they're going to try to block it. I don't know what's to say. They'll try anything, even to shut down a little channel like me, right? They'll come on and try to be fucking weirdos, right?
Yeah.
Or what the fuck? Why is this globe so goddamn important to you demons?
Yeah.
You worthless fucking piece of shit demons. And you think that you have some kind of, I don't know what it is. What do you think you're going to win? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Do you realize how strong my spirit is? You can't win against me. Fuck off. I fear no demon. I fear no fucking power. I have no fear. I don't know why people don't understand that I fear absolutely nothing. You have to take this fucking shit for serious to fear things. I ain't worried about all that. I was around before I come in this motherfucker. I'll be around long after it too. So stop. You know, remember, goddamn, I don't understand why these people are so stupid minded. You know, no, I don't fear my wife. Why would I fear my wife? We don't fear each other. If we fuck with each other hard all the time. My friend was over here today. He was cracking up because of the way we banter back and forth. You know, no regular people would think we're actually fighting, but we're not. You know, we're just fucking with each other. It's like I told her, I says, hey, why don't you turn that lamp on next to you so we can have a little more light in here, you goddamn bat. And she goes, fuck you. I'm not turning on that light merely because you told me to. And so I come back and she says, I'm going to turn it on though so I can see. I said, yeah. See, you did it because I told you to. And you know that I'm the dominant force in this outfit and you have to obey me. You know, and it's that kind of shit all day long. We do that, you know, and it's just, we've always done that. It's just funny as shit. But nobody's in charge of the other one. Nobody tells the other one what to do. I mean, Christ, she goes and does her thing when she wants to. I go do my thing if I want to. We go do our thing together when we want to. It's just, I don't know. People get this idea that if you're in a relationship or married, that you own the other person or some kind of thing. I don't get that. I ain't owned by anybody. Nobody's been able to own me ever. I'm untamable. That's just how it is. Had a strange vibe from the beginning. You know, I found a rock attached to a column of air. And I believe that it must be a rock from space because of the vibe that I got from this rock attached to a column of air. The shit people come on here and say just blows me the fuck away, man. I mean, come on, y'all. Come on. It's been peer-reviewed. Oh my God. I got to show this as Peter's.
There, yeah.
It's been peer-reviewed. I think he looks better.
Yeah, he does.
He's kind of Shrekish in a way, but yeah, I think he looks better.
That's funny.
What was this? But just what?
At least we got a sense of humor. Yeah.
He'd have to. My God, could you imagine the smoke this guy is getting any time now from like all the flat earthers? Here's another thing I like that they do. They'll come in and say some kind of erroneous assumption about you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, oh, you just repeat shit that you heard some yoga teacher on YouTube say. And I'm like, can you be more specific? You know, that guy with the videos. What guy with the videos? What the fuck are you talking about? I don't study yoga. You know, and they're just trying to go down that rabbit hole. But meanwhile, right? Oh, you're using these other sources and stuff, blah, 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 blah. So, okay, what do you got? Well, here's a paper that somebody wrote. Oh, there you go. So that's about as good as my video. Probably not as good because it's just a paper with some words that some fucking asshat wrote down, whereas I actually have a demonstration. I failed to see the correlation there, how yours is credible, but mine is not. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah,
That's why you're getting all the dick flashes.
I'm getting all the what?
That's why you're getting all the dick flashes.
Tick flashes. What do you mean?
Yeah, all the dick flashes.
Oh, dick flashes. Dick
Yeah.
flashes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think that there's a certain group out there that recognize my natural sexiness and they're unable to control themselves. After all, they're crazy to begin with. Right?
Yeah.
So,
well, they got the hots for you.
Well, can you blame them? Look at this.
Right.
Jesus Christ. I don't know where they get this stuff. I don't know where these people get their fucking ideas.
How do they get away with it? How do they get away with that? Yeah.
Well, because you know why. Who are they working for? Let's get real. Yeah. Come on. So I ain't too worried about it. It's just what it is. There's these people and that's how they act. And I think right there, with that ought to tell people right there. Is that the side you're after? That's the people that believe the globe. Those people are the people that believe the globe. Okay. People like Barack Obama believe in the globe. People like Michael Obama believe in the globe. Right? All these perverts and pedophiles and weirdos just so happen to all be globers. Isn't that strange? Even that Adam Savage from Mythbusters, who's now in court with allegations of raping his sister.
I didn't hear that one. Really?
Mm-hmm.
How long ago was that?
I guess when they were growing up, still in the same house together. So he got his start early with playing weirdo, you know. So that's where we're at. This is the type of people we are. Look at Sean Hawkins. That dude looks like he could be. He's a windowless van guy. I mean, you know, he looks like a windowless van guy with a sack of candy. You know, and this is why I have to wonder if these people don't get some kind of a sentence reduction or something if they agree to doing it. See, because they're all fucking dirtbag miscreants. I bet you if you dug into McToon's past, you would find so much fucking shit. You know,
does anyone know his real name?
Michael Toon. That's what I know it as. But in any case, you know, if you have to resort to that, which has absolutely nothing to do with the argument, though, right? Yeah. Has nothing to do with what we're talking about, then what's that say about your argument? If you have to lie, what's that say about your point? You don't have one.
Right.
You have to lie or use all this other bullshit, that tells me what? That you don't have a point. You're trying to desperately get away from the point that I'm making because you know it destroys your side of the argument. So that's it.
Even before I got into flat Earth in 2016 with the Captain Hook event there. That's when I, a couple of years prior, like 2013, 14 in there. It was the same type of people who would do the whole argument thing. And you would see a lot of them on YouTube, and most of them look like degenerates, and that's when I started catching on. It's like, why are these people defending some news story that's full of baloney? And that's when then I heard someone talk about, well, they're probably reducing some sentence they got or something. Or they get paid. And I was like, yeah, that kind of makes sense. That was around maybe 2015, 14 in there. And it's like, oh, that's making sense because it'd be the same people over and over.
Yeah.
Doing the same cockamamie stuff and making these stupid videos. And they would do that. It was always a character attack. It's just, that's when I started catching on to it. So when the flat Earth stuff, when I got into that, the same behavior didn't surprise me, and it still goes on,
So who was that? Somebody Thrash? Was that Thrash List or just Thrash? Okay, he said something to watch Neil talking about gender isn't a real thing. So I found one here. I found a couple of them. Let me see if I can pull them up. Okay, so this is Neil with science. Let me bring him up here. I don't like these shorts on YouTube because you don't have any fucking control over the video.
Yeah.
It just sucks.
Chromosomes are insufficient because when we wake up in the morning, we exaggerate whatever feature we want to portray the gender of our choice.
I don't think it works that way.
Either the one you're assigned, the one you choose to be, whatever it is. Today I feel 80% female, 20% male. I'm gonna put on makeup. I'm a woman. Tomorrow I might feel 80% male. I'll remove the makeup and I'll wear a muscle shirt.
Manhood.
Why do you care?
Doesn't make sense.
What business is it of yours to require that I fulfill your inability to think of gender on a spectrum?
I'm interested in reality.
The XXXY.
What do we think about that? Yeah. So there was another one. This one.
We live in a time now where people are emboldened to say, today I feel part female and part male. In fact, I will be neutral to you. I will be androgynous. If you're trained.
Oh, tuck my wiener and sing into a hairbrush. I'm going to sing Barbie Girl and dance around the room.
Trained in this, you got to be A or B. You got to be a boy. You got to be a girl. You know what you're doing? You're taking your inability of your human mind. By the way, this is true for all human minds because we got to categorize. We always have to categorize. All right. It makes it easier to think about it, but in the end, it's just lazy. All right. So you say, boy or girl, are you a boy or a girl? And then someone is androgynous and it makes you feel uncomfortable. But just because you feel uncomfortable, does that give you the right to come back to a person who's expressing their freedom of self? If we allow gender, as is apparently the case in the real world, where people have the freedom to do so, then for you to put your limited capacity to think on a spectrum in a law that inhibits the freedom of others, that's not a free country. We live.
All right. We got it.
Then you tell them, well, I don't feel the earth moving. Then all of a sudden your feelings don't matter anymore. What an asshole. The guy's a wizard.
He is. He's not a very good one either.
Yeah.
He's not a very good one either.
Oh, you can't feel it. If you're in a car doing 60, yeah.
He's
You
crazy.
stand on the car and tell me about it later.
He's fucking crazy. Watch this.
Wizard.
For the nation of rationalia that you
Oh,
want
but
to
some
start?
people lost their shit over that. You
Why?
said that'd be terrible to have scientists making laws. So and it's like, oh, so it's better that lawyers make laws.
How would a country work if there weren't any women there?
Why would you think there wouldn't be women?
Come on, Neil. You and I both know. They're allergic to facts and logic.
Oh, that's the last episode of the show.
You have a lady.
You know what's interesting? I'm old enough to remember when men didn't want women in certain places because they're worried about their emotions and this sort of thing. If you look at the banter that's going back with world leaders today, the male world leaders, is that not just some pissing contest of testosterone?
Well, you destroy them with facts and logic, of course. Here's my critique for the nation.
Destroying with facts and logic, absolutely, 100%. 100%. So that's Neil, a scientist, saying absolutely unscientific things. This seems to be a trend, guys. Seems to be a trend. Yeah, low-level wizard sounds spot on. Right on.
Yeah.
And it's nothing to it. They can't. If you know that somebody's working a spell on you, it won't work.
Right.
If you know someone's trying to hypnotize you, it won't work.
Right.
So that's why you got to keep your guard up all the time.
Yep.
And
Shit shield, I call it.
Yeah.
Call it a shit shield. Yeah.
And when you sit in front of that box, keep in mind that thing's doing its damnedest to put you into an alpha wave brain state so that you'll believe, at least on a subconscious level, some of the shit you're getting through it. And believe you, what you're seeing and hearing is only a small fraction of what's really coming through.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of people don't get, man. It says, and people buy into his horseshit. They do, absolutely, based on their perception of who he is.
Oh,
They have a perception of this guy. And so therefore, just like Bill Nye, failed comedian, you call him Bill Nye the science guy.
Yeah.
Well, you got to believe the shit that he says. Otherwise, why would they call him the science guy, right?
Right.
Come on, man. I don't understand how people can't. They're so easily fucking fooled. I mean,
Shit shield.
Just amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. They're so easy that it's like, and you know that the elite, the people that are pulling this off, are laughing their asses off at you.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because of how gullible people are.
Yeah.
I mean, I think about how they're they're selling satellite phones, and it's like, these fucking idiots think this is talking to a garbage can in space, but don't say anything, man. This is funny. Watch. Oh, satellite must be out. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Christ, man. So easy. Let's see. David says, I got gay friends from back in the day, and they were not like they are being portrayed, at least the ones I knew. Well, they're being encouraged to be some way, and I'll tell you what. I don't care. It's not acceptable on any level, heterosexual or homosexual or whatever. It's blatant, right out in the open debauchery and disgusting. It breaks every type of decency that anyone should want to exhibit. I mean, it's the exact opposite of decency. And here these people want to push it in your face. And I don't understand why they want to push it in your face so goddamn bad. They want to play the I'm not touching you game until you break bad and smack the fuck out of somebody. And that's what they're doing. And they're hoping for. See? Bottom line is just don't accept it. Just don't accept it. If you see somebody and they're dressed up like a goddamn freak, treat them like a freak. They obviously wanted to be treated like a freak, or they wouldn't have went out of their way to be one. They're after the attention. Fucking give it to them.
Hey, Sav.
Yep.
So, sorry. First of all, I was using the wrong mic this whole time. So I was probably a little bit quiet the whole time. I have a different mic sitting on my desk for recording videos because I was making some for the wiki.
I got you.
And instead of the little headset one. And so it was using that the whole time. But so you showed that Charles, I think it was the Schwab guy or whatever, doing his song about the Be Happy,
Yeah,
right?
no, yeah.
Did you see Conspiracy Music Guru? He has a new one of that where it's got the classics. It's on Spotify / Pfizer Music.
It's not on his page on YouTube.
I'm not sure. I see it on his Telegram. I'm not sure about his YouTube.
Double look. Video.
Yeah, check it out. See if that's there. And I have another meme too. If you haven't seen this one, if you want to see it.
Let's see. 432 hertz conspiracy. No, but if you got a link, go ahead and send it. I don't see it on here. I see one called Lies from like 11 months ago.
Will it let me send you a Telegram link?
Okay, yeah, I'm not on Telegram, but I guess I can still view things on it. Let's see.
Okay, I'll put it in the chat. You can try it, but I don't know if it'll let you without joining his channel and whatnot. Otherwise, I might be able to share it, but I'd have to share with audio.
Log into Telegram by QR code. You know what? Wait a second. I might have a thing. Let me try it. Let me see if this lets me do it. Oh, we have sent a message. All right, go ahead. Let's see. Let's see what happened. Nope, no message yet. I don't see any message yet. Come on, little thing. They're supposed to send me a message in Telegram. Oh, well, wait a second. Maybe I have to open this thing up. I think I have Telegram on here. Maybe I don't. Nope, I guess I don't. Yeah, you'll have to do it that way. I can't do Telegram. I don't have it. Nope. Okay, never mind, Telegram people. Oh,
okay, so
Telegram. So yeah, that's damn. You know what stops me from having a lot of these is because I'm tired of fucking remembering passwords and logins for shit. I have enough. And every time I can't use the same one I'm using for something else, right? I have to use another fucking thing and then have a different password. And then if I try to use this password, it says, oh, you don't have enough characters in it, or you don't have a smiley face or some other stupid shit. And I'm like, well, fuck you. I'm not using your shit then. You know?
Oh, yeah. Okay, you see my screen now?
Yeah.
Okay, there's a meme for you in case you haven't seen that one yet.
I've seen that. Yeah, I like that, man. We'll let the Kinder.
Yeah. Okay, so here's that video.
From the people who brought you.
You know nothing. And be happy.
Comes a brand new collection of hit songs from our beloved Supreme Leader. Timelines presents The Great Here Set, Volume 14.
Everybody, jab your body right. Vaccines back, all right. 1, 2, 3 and 2 the 4. Klaus Schwab and Bill Gates is at the door. Ready to put a patent on air and gas, cause we about to great reset your ass. It's like this and like that and like this and that, so just chill till the next pandemic. Digital identity, you shall have until 2030. No discussion, for it is mandatory. You will see 15-minute city. 15-minute city, stay close to home. 15-minute city. 15-minute city, or we'll send our drone. You better comply. You better watch out. You better implant that microchip now. Santa Claus is running the town. Every meal you make, every bite you take, every single lunch with a crispy crunch, you will eat that box.
The Great Here Set, Volume 14. Get yours now. Available on Shopify and Pfizer Music.
So Willie has what I need. I ordered Willie magazine.
The new Willie means fun and schwerble.
That's pretty good, man. That when that dude said that, I was like, yeah, sure, Colonel Klink, not a problem, right? I'm gonna listen to you. He thought I was playing Fox Pixar. No, you will not hear Fox Pixar music on Sovereign Soul Unchained Mind. You might see some desperate Glover try to show his pitiful excuse for a wiener, but what you will not hear is Fox Pixar's music, because Fox Pixar in music is actually an oxymoron. Okay, I'm sorry. He asked me, what do you think about music? And I said, I didn't recognize it as music. Sorry, man. I just got to be honest about that. I really do. That's pretty good conspiracy music, Jira. He's a nut, man. I like that guy.
Yeah, he's awesome. But yeah, I'm going to get off the channel at least for now and hang out with the fam.
Yeah, I'm going to be getting off here in just a few minutes myself. Just to kind of go around. I want to show Peter's thing on here again. This is pretty good.
All right, much love.
All right, thanks for coming on, Joel. See you next time, bro.
Take it easy.
So $1 million Jupiter probe just sent back dazzling new photos of the giant planet and its great red spot. But if we read down at the bottom, it says image credit, artist's conception of Jupiter's superstorm from NASA.gov. So that is not a photograph, but they didn't tell you that was a photograph. Look at the way that it's worded. It only says that the $1 million Jupiter probe just sent back dazzling new photographs. It didn't say that was one of the dazzling photographs at all. And they even exemplified it, but there's still tons of globies out there that believe that that is actually a photograph taken by some magic garbage can that they were somehow able to launch into space.
That's the forked tongue right in people's faces.
It is.
Yep.
Deception. And the way deception really works the best is when you get your opponent to believe something that you didn't really say. You see? So they merely claimed that they got dazzling pictures from a probe and then showed you an image. Your assumptive mind, and let me tell you something, the globies' minds are nothing but deceptive. They are assumptive. They assume everything. Like that character last night. I said, you see streaks in the sky, and you've determined that they're rocks from space. And he said, well, what else would they be? What do you mean, what else would they be?
Yeah.
We haven't determined that they're rocks yet. You know, we don't know what they are. How about that? You think that they may be rocks, but there's problems with that because we don't find any rocks. We're only told that these rocks, they come in and for some reason rocks are burning up because they're going through the air really fast. Shut up. That's the dumbest shit thing I've ever heard in my life.
When we were kids, we were told they're wrong. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like we were told the Earth spinning, you know.
And they reinforce it with this programming, right? Yeah. Oh yeah, this Paw Patrol, man. They had this meteor came down and it was full of these fucking Paw Patrol crystals, and it gave them all superpowers and shit. And I'm like,
yeah,
you didn't see that for the reinforcement of this craziness for what it was? I mean, of course they're gonna tell children that dumb shit, but you're an adult. You're an adult, man. You have to get through some rationalized thinking. Like, how in the world are you going to have this happen? Right? How are you actually, where are these rocks coming from? Are there more rocks up there flying around for some reason? Or what do we got going on there? I don't understand. So, yeah, there's a lot to it that just doesn't make any fucking sense whatsoever. And, yeah. No, Paw Patrol is not my reality either, Barbara. Not even for a second. Yeah. I hope it's not anybody's reality. And come on, let's
Paw Patrol.
Yeah. Now that's way past my time. Even I think pretty much past my kids' time.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm not really sure what they are. I think they're dogs that are cops or something. So we've got a propaganda level. You've got a propaganda level going on there too. We're going to associate cute little puppies with ruthless agents of violence employed by the state. What? Are you kidding me? You know, we're going to make it look, oh, cops are actually like little puppies when in reality, they're more like rabid fucking animals. More Luciferian programming, bro. More of it. Everywhere you look.
Oh, the Palladians called them.
Well, the Palladians and that.
Yeah, whatever they are. Yeah, the Galactic Federation. I think they're the ones throwing the rocks out of the spaceship.
Yeah, damn rock.
Yeah.
He's like,
they do. It's like they got little sliding windows and they throw them out.
Well, and they hate that fucking question too. It was, well, look at the Ubahebe crater. Okay. Well, that was from a meteor. Okay, where's the fucking meteor? Where'd it go? Well, people used it probably. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Really? Do we have like any native artifacts made from meteors or any legends by these people saying, hey, we saw this big rock crash and make this huge explosion in this crater? Get out of here with that crap. And why did it come down perfectly at 90 degrees? Perfectly straight. We only ever see them coming in like this and angles and shit. You never see one going up.
No, they don't go up. No.
Always coming in at an angle. When have you ever seen one come in like that? Yeah, poof.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous shit.
Well, maybe those old, like, fancy buildings we see in Tartaria, maybe they're built out of meteorites.
Yeah, that's probably it. And probably let's see. Let me see for a second. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought so. I just accessed the Akashic record and confirmed it.
Yeah, good.
It's kind of hard navigating that card catalog there, though. So you usually need a Palladian to help you. They have the librarians, Akashic librarians that will, or Pleiadians that they help you and over to the card catalog.
You had that Phil guy help him, the one in the bunker.
Yeah.
Phil. Yeah. They sliced him open like a fish, he said.
God.
Phil Schneider, that's it.
This is just like some of the shit these people will believe. You know, some of the shit.
They're mortal.
Yeah, I know, right?
They're mortal. They will die. Okay.
Listen, early on, way back around 2011, 2012, I was watching videos. The same. I know where he's getting that shit from, and I've watched those same ones about the Dulce bass and all this other shit.
Yep.
And listen, that was in baby truther days.
Yep.
That was in baby truther days.
Yep.
I wasn't. I mean, I was intrigued, but then after I started, you know, now I look back at it and I go, that's fucking stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, I watched all that stuff. Yeah. Back then. Yeah.
Mhm. Oh yeah, I mean, I still have some of them downloaded. I have still downloaded some of Alex Jones's movies that he did. You know, like the one on Obama and you know, all those ground hard hitting movies that he had about 10 years ago. I have them all still on a hard drive.
Yep.
And what's that one? What was that one called about Obama that he had called about? That was about Obama, the Obama deception or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And it goes into his birth certificate and all this other stuff. And you know, hey, listen, he was hitting on some real stuff, but there again, he's a gatekeeper.
Yeah.
And he's going to take you down the wrong hole. You know, he's going to lead you down a rabbit hole and then give you a blind turn. And that's what he does. That's his job. Because you can't have the slaves realizing what's actually going on. Keep them guessing. And if you can keep them guessing about Phil Schneider having a battle with aliens, well, okay. Go ahead. We'll act like we're covering that up for you. You know, oh, hey, what are you doing looking into that? Stop.
That other, who's that other clown that he claimed he worked at Area 51 and he found on Pentium?
Yeah, I know the guy you're
Bob
talking
Lazar.
Bob Lazar,
yeah. What a clown.
Yeah, that shit ain't no more real than the man in the moon. Man, that's
on Pentium.
Yeah, unobtainium, right? Let's have it. God damn. I know, and people will just glom onto and go with anything. They just believe. You remember the X-Files?
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So on the X-Files, on that show, there was it was really interesting because he always had that poster that said, I want to believe.
Yeah.
Right? Why would someone want to believe something? I can't understand it. We're in the midst of talking Tommy into going live for the after party. Look for it. Okay. Because I'm going to be popping out of here in just a few minutes anyways. Looks like I got more people following me on Twitter. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Uh-oh.
What? Yeah, no, they're I recognize the names and they're okay. They're not douches.
Element 115. Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah. That was the thing. And he said he was at S4.
Yeah.
Another part of the Area 51 and all this other shit. And I'm going to tell you something. China Lake Naval Air Weapons Station is the real Area 51.
Yeah.
That ain't no shit. Now, I've been out by Area 51. I've been to the mailbox.
Yep.
I've seen the camo guys. I have actually got souvenirs from the alien truck stop that's right there. It's the only thing in sight for like 100 miles. See this little light in the desert up ahead in the road, way up ahead. And you come to it and it's this truck stop, souvenir, diner thing. And Area 51 rest stop or whatever. And then boom, nothing for about 100 miles the other way. You just go. And I've been by there. Now, China Lake Naval Air Weapons Station is right by the town of Ridgecrest. It's not out. Hidden. Most of it's underground, but it's fucking huge. And it was also the site of a lot of Operation Paperclip scientists, Nazi scientists that they brought over after the war, including Dr. Mengele. Dr. Mengele went as Dr. Green and continued his MK Ultra research at China Lake Naval Air Weapons Station. Had his own private suite at a place called Scotty's Castle in Death Valley. A lot of people that have been through Death Valley know about Scotty's Castle. Really interesting story behind it. It's all uses natural heating and cooling. Guy really did quite a bit of work, but he was real shady in the way that he got the money to do it. And that's a whole nother story in itself.
Dave, how about, isn't Cannon Air Force Base out there?
I've never heard of Cannon. See, I know about Edwards. I know about China Lake. There's another one up north near near Sacramento.
Let me look that up.
Yeah.
I could have that wrong.
Oh, you could listen, David, Logan Freeman, you could film the moon landing at one of a million different places in the Mojave Desert. You'd be surprised. Those sand dunes, you get on the sand dunes, you might as well be on like a lunar surface at night. And especially the way that you get the moonlight on the ground, it gives you that type of an impression. There's a number of places you could fake that shit. There might interest you to know that many sci-fi movies where they're on planets and stuff like that is filmed in an area called the Alabama Hills in the Mojave Desert, right at the foot of the Sierra Mountains. And there's all these crazy ass rock formations there. I've got some pictures on that computer. I don't. God damn it. Oh, I got an email. I got an email from about the computer. They have it in the repair place in Kentucky, and they had an order a part for it. Now, they didn't tell me what the part was or anything, and when I inquired back, I didn't get a response. So at least they're letting me know that something is happening. So I guess Tommy Tell the Truth is going to have a show here in a little while, and we'll probably want to jump over there and check out Tommy Tell the Truth when we get off of here. Is that what's going on, Brian? Brian Stavely? Sprechen Sie Deutsch? Sprechen Sie English? Schweinhund? I had this friend from Arkansas. He was from this little tiny fucking butthole town in Arkansas. He was about as southern as you could get. We nicknamed him Huckleberry. We called him Huck because he's like Huck Finn. This guy, and we were all intrigued by his heavy duty southern drawl. Anyway, we were walking through the Frankfurt train station, and it was like rush hour, and there was a crowd of commuters. And he got kind of hung up in the crowd of people going one way, and he ran into a woman that was going the opposite way. And she was upset and turned and looked at him and said, "Yankee Schweinhund," and kept on her way. And he turned to me and said, "That goddamn woman just called me a Yankee." And I said, "Yeah, I know." And he goes, "Well, I ain't no goddamn Yankee. I'm from Arkansas. What the hell? What'd she call me a Yankee for?" And I was like, "Dude, they call all of Americans Yankees over here." I said, "That's not the worst of what she called you." "Do you know what a Schweinhund is? You're a pig dog. That's what she called you, was a fucking pig dog." "Oh, no, I'm really mad. Bad enough with a Yankee." Oh my God, he was mad as a wet hen over being called a fucking Yankee.
I looked up that Cannon Air Force Base.
Yeah.
It says it's on eastern New Mexico.
Okay.
Now, the reason I'm bringing that up is because in Bart Sabrell's book that he came out with a few months back called Moon Man, I bought that book because he claims in there, this is his claim, that the moon landing was filmed at Cannon Air Force Base. And he claims it's called Project Slam Dunk. That's his claim.
I think it was filmed inside. I don't think there was any outside shit with that at all.
Well, yeah, in a hangar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But his claim is
there's too many variables that you can't control outside, like wind.
Right. Yeah. Oh no, he explained it. It was you did it inside a hangar at that Air Force base.
What, I got two messages.
That's what he's claiming.
Oh, okay. I see.
I don't know if that's true or not. I'm just saying that's his claim by
But
some
see, there
alleged
again, it's easy
person
to
who.
get down on the minutia as to where. Who cares?
Right.
You know,
Right.
who cares? We know it was filmed. It wasn't on the moon. It was obviously in a hangar. They used studio lights. It wasn't real.
Right.
You know, whether they did it at Edwards Air Force Base, like they're doing the green screen shit right now, or
Right.
whether they do it at, it don't matter. They're faking it. You know,
Right.
I'm sure they've
Right.
got a
Oh,
number.
I agree.
Like with their ISS footage, some of it's augmented reality and harnesses and cables. Some of it's spliced together clips from on the 0G flight or the Vomit Comet. They got a
Right.
mock-up of the inside of this garbage hole thing on
Right.
the inside of an airplane. So, or in the neutral buoyancy lab when they're doing the outside. I mean, how many times have they not only caught bubbles, but like a hatch open, that little floppy hatch, that thing was open, and you could see clearly a scuba diver with an oxygen tank on his back down in the hole. And it's like
Great engineering.
Yeah, it's just really good engineering. Yeah. Your posted email has a new one.
Anyways, that's what he claims.
Okay.
I don't know. Doesn't matter. It's, whatever.
Let me see. Yeah.
That's his claim.
Go there real quick and see what ZXL Master sent me.
They filmed it somewhere.
Mail.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Cyan. Oh, it's Horacefield. There we go. Boom, boom, boom.
Iverson.
I think that's what I changed it to. Okay, well, we'll go. Why do they do this to me? There. Fuck. Forgot. What are they doing to me here, man?
I'd never even heard of that Air Force base before. I don't know.
There. Fucking goddamn thing. Select an option. Send it to this stupid goddamn thing. Oh my God, I hate these people. All the time with these goddamn passwords and bullshit. I get so angry about it. It's like, why do we have to do this all the time? Well, go ahead and send me something, you stupid goddamn son of a bitch. There it is. So, all right. So I have to go, why? God damn it. Why? Oh, for fuck's sake, man. No, that's not it either. This is the one right here, 057, right? Yeah, okay. This isn't the last first time I've had to do this, so we got to go G M E.
I don't have I use the Galactic Federation internet, so I don't have this problem.
The Palladian internet service.
Mine's flawless.
All right, so God damn it, this thing, man. And it's okay for me to see the password, y'all. Jesus Christ. Let's say 2016 there. God damn. Similar to one you've used previously. Well, who the fuck cares? God. I don't understand why they have to do this. Jesus Christ. I don't have time for this. I'm just going to look on my phone. Fuck. I hate these goddamn people, man, and everything that they stand for. I really do. Now I got to go into here. See, this is why I hate all of this stupid shit. It's because it's all a big fucking joke, pain in the ass, every last bit of it. So I don't see. Let me see. Go to the top of the. God damn it. Go there. Okay. Flat Earth Wiki. Okay, cool. So what do we got?
That's a good idea he's got.
Attached is a Flat Earth Wiki QR code. Love John and Batcat. Let me see. Is that the one you sent? ZXL? Oh, Tommy's gonna go have a show live. Cool. I might go over there and visit for a little bit too. Because
I'll visit.
So let's see. What do I do? How do I do this? Do I download this? Cool. I'm gonna put this up. Let me see. How do I do this now? I'm gonna go to these. I'm gonna send this to my wife just so I can get it over on the
Gotta
screen.
upgrade, man. You need a better Saddleloon.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it, man. I'm not gonna do it.
Hey, you get that galactic internet.
Absolutely. Well, I'm gonna try. I'll have to get a hold of Rostabear and see if he might have a referral code to the Palladians, man.
I talk to the cameraman on the moon a couple times a week. Yeah.
Well, good. He's not lonely anymore.
No, he's not.
He's the only one that still follows Tom on.
Yeah, he texts now too, so it's pretty cool.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Yeah.
Putting that phone line they laid from the moon to the White House to good use. I see.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. I'm liking it. So I guess I can do this like this. I can go to Earth Wiki, copy that, and I'm gonna.
He said he doesn't age up there.
Well, no, he wouldn't, man.
No, he's like 23. So.
Where did it go? Where did it go? Where did it go? Go. Where did I put it? It's gone. I can't find. Oh, because I didn't pull it up off my wife's thing yet. Yeah, one step ahead of myself. So we're gonna download this. Now we've got an even better one, and I'm gonna send this to Joel here in just a minute too, so he can post it. You can grab it off, I guess, my thing on here.
I noticed my pine trees today are loaded with pine cones. I got a banner pine cone here.
Wonder why?
I don't know. I was looking at the tops of them today. I was like, holy crap, there's like hundreds of them up
there. Oh, wait, what's going on here? That's not what I want. I want this. I want create.
I don't know.
Oh, all right. So now I got it. What in the fuck? Okay, so we want this. And I had this open. No. There we go. There we go. Watch this. This is a great one. Go to my community page and check this out as soon as I get it typed in.
Paw Patrol. Yeah.
Yeah, Paw Patrol. This will do free things to it too. Tickets. All right, check that one out. This is pretty badass. Let me show you. So I'll present this. Thank you, ZXL Master. This is badass. Check out this QR code. Zing.
Whoa.
Yeah, right. So I'm about to test it.
Nice.
I'm about to test it. Come on, phone. Wake up. There we go. So go here.
That's a beauty. That's a high-class QR code.
So go there. Bingo gringo. It works, man.
Nice.
Fantastic. Fantastic. So all you have to do is go to that QR code, put your camera on it, and it should bring up a thing you can tap, and it'll take you right to the Flat Earth Wiki. And I just posted that on there. So now what I want to do,
put it on Twitter so I can get it.
All right, I'm going to. Yeah, next step right away. So
that's like a Galactic Federation QR code.
It is. It is. You know,
I
can't help but notice you're having a lot of Galactic Federation influence tonight. They're either, you've been fucking with that ketamine, man.
Yeah, just keeping an open mind. You know?
Can you imagine? All right, so here it goes. We're gonna pull this up. Boom. Let's go with this. True Earth Wiki. I'm gonna go at Ted. We'll get Ted Logan on here. We'll get at Bill Esquire on here, and we'll get at Rufus on here, and Death. There he is.
Yep.
And why not? We'll put Conspiracy Smasher on here too.
Oh, that asshole. Yeah, I blocked him. Conspiracies.
You might
I
have
think I
me,
blocked Mick Clown like 3 or 4 years ago
where is he? Where is he?
on Twitter.
Let me see. Smash. Oh, wait. I know what he is. I know what he is. He's IEA.
He kept sending me a bunch of stupid memes, but I ended up blocking him.
Yeah, I think he must have me blocked now too. He got tired of me.
Yeah.
Giving me shit. But that's all right. We still got Kenny. All right.
Sometimes it's fun to mute him and then like a couple months later unmute him.
Oh yeah, and then watch them lose their mind. All right, so I'm just going to send it to those guys, and then I'm going to send it to yours, which is at the true. Not what it is. The true. What's your at sign?
Hold on.
At. What is it?
Hold on.
Oh, I know something else I'll put on here too. Hashtag while you're looking that up.
It's at True Earth 2, number 2.
There it is. Fucking thing wouldn't come up when I started typing that. And then what we put hashtag level heads with a Z.
Okay.
And a capital H for heads. And there's a great big old hashtag we've got going with that, man. So let's see how that rolls. Boom. Posted. And you're tagged in it so you can find it easily. All right. So anything you want to add tonight before I jump off of here? I'm going to go ahead and check out Tommy's stream. If he's got one, let's see if he's got that rolling yet. Let's go to TOMMY. Truth. God damn, I can't type. Can't even type.
I got it.
There he is. He's got one. He's playing music. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and do my sign out then. What do you think, Peter? Should we leave this up and see what happens with the little brief encounters we had, or should I blow the whole thing away?
What, the stream?
I'm not going to let them win. Fuck them. I didn't do nothing. They did it. So we'll go with that.
With those, yeah.
Yeah. Fuck them. I ain't going to worry about it. It wasn't like, come on. Yeah.
People are sick.
They are indeed. But, hey, you got people like that. And really what it should be is somebody that does something like that. YouTube has a record of who they are. They had to create an account. It came from somewhere. Right. So, hey, YouTube, why don't you find that person and permanently ban them from YouTube?
Right.
That's what you ought to do. Like if you just automatically did something and I had no control over it, that's not me. That's you. So that's the way I look at it. All right. Well, I'm gonna sign off and I'm gonna say, don't trust Whitey. Lord loves a working man, and see a doctor and get rid of his ass. He'll probably kill you. You're gonna go over